Hello fellow engineers and welcome back to Hydroneer. This is just released as a 2.0 version of the game. It's got multiplayer, it's got new physics, it's got all sorts. Not gonna lie, I'm super excited because I've never mentioned this before. But this was one of the games that made me start my channel. It was this, Gold Rush, and then the final game that was like, sod it, I'm actually gonna start making videos myself. Polybridge, of course. But yeah, always been into gold mining. So here we go. I think, is this character selection screen? We've got a character now. Oh, we can move him. Alright, so first off, what sort of face do we want? I think that's the only face. Oh, but I can give myself a beard. And my beard probably isn't that big in real life. It's more like that one. So I guess we'll go with that one. And I guess that's closest to my hair. Although we're not far away from that at the moment. Don't get old, people. Don't get old. Anyway, we're going shirtless, of course. And we're going bottom. Look at those pants. Okay, the only thing we're missing is a hard hat, but I think that's pretty realistic for how I spend most of my days. So we've got to enter a save name for this. So, oh my goodness, I'm so excited for the new Hydroneer 2.0 release. And it seems they added an infinitely long save file name, comma. I wonder if that's just to appease Josh or whether he thought I might try it myself too, question mark. Anyway, here we are at the first claim. It's called Ember Cradle. As you can see, it's got a bridge. It's lost the dams that I built. The golden dam, it's not here anymore. But anyway, to show you how this works, over here we have a shovel. So we grab the shovel. Oh, it's a dull shovel, tier 1. They've got different tiers. Oh, that is exciting. Anyway, we can then dig a hole. We can dig holes anywhere. The deformation is awesome. You can even take this and like plonk it like, I want dirt there. So we've got dirt there now. And you can do it again and again. And within no time, you've built a poo across the river. And after a bit more digging, till it's the next day and you've built your own bridge. Oh, this took so long and it looks so cursed. But still, a poo bridge is better than no bridge, right? Anyway, what you're actually meant to do in this game is you dig a little dirt, you place it in this bucket they provided for you, dig a bit more, keep going until your bucket is full. And then you take the brush out, plonk it over there. And then with this dirt, we want to plop that in the bucket or the pan. I think that's called a pan. And then we accidentally drop our bucket in the water, but it wasn't accidental because now it's filled with water. So we can drop that in there. And now with our pan filled with dirt and water, we can do the old gold mining trick of giving it a brush. And we've got some iron ore. No. And we've got some iron ore. No. And we've got some gold. Yes. So we run over very excitedly past the shop. Oh, look, there's a new thing over there. Over this bridge and up to the jeweler where we can plonk this on the table. And look, it's worth money. So we can press the button and we now have 5 gold. Although it's not gold, it's silver and it's C. C for quid, I think. Anyway, we'll leave that there for a second. Oh, wow. I thought that was a very well-endowed person then, but it's just their sword hilt. But there's also a stock market here if you want to choose to sell your items that way. But yes, anyway, I think we'll take our 5 quid and we'll head into the shop and see what we can buy to make our job easier. Now, things are sort of similar to before, but they're all like tiered. So these are forged iron. What's this? A hand sorter. Pour resources into the sorter to split out the resource type. Oh, cool. But as you can see, most things cost more than 5 coins. So we need to do a bit more mining. Thankfully, gravity doesn't affect dirt in your bucket. So your bucket can be upside down. You can literally dig and just plonk in like 4 scoops. We can then bring that back up, drop that into our pan, give it a brush. Within no time, our pan is filled with loads of resources. So as before, we've got iron, which we can sell. We've got gold we can sell. We've also got this. Ooh, a shard. It's a mysterious crystal shard used to power mining machines. So we won't sell that. We'll leave that in there, I guess. But we'll take this pan up to the shop, plonk onto the table. Oh no, we've lost a few. We've lost a few. Then we can sell for 63. That took me ages. Anyway, we'll grab our 63 coins, plonk it in the bucket, do some more mining, so eventually we have enough to come over to here. Craftable in ice helm. So these are used tier 1 machines. So we can buy a forged iron harvester for 320 quid and a forged iron drill for 432 quid. So we'll start with the drill. We're carrying this over. Yes, there's no inventory in this game. It's all in your hands. And basically we can plonk this down somewhere on the map. Somewhere like there. Now, as the sun is setting, you'll see on the back of this, there's a hole because we've got to power this with water. The game is called Hydroneer. Everything runs on water. So over to this shop where we can buy things like water intakes, pipes, corners, pressure tanks, and all sorts. Basically, after buying lots of bits and bobs, we can grab this, can shove that there, so that will suck up water. You can see the water is coming out. It's actually one of the most annoying noises in video game history, which is why I was very pleased to see in the update you can literally take the water pipe sounds and turn them down, because after hours and hours of building, that gets brutal. Anyway, next up we have some normal pipe, and then we have this one. Now, if we open this, this is where that crystal goes that we found earlier. So we'll grab the crystal, we'll plonk it in there, and then when we close that off, this will make the water a lot more powerful, meaning these machines will actually get powered. But first, we need to set these up in a way. I think that's where the dirt comes out, although now you can see it's not tall enough. So can we grab this one? Can we? No, I think we have to do some digging. Aha, there we go. So that is under the ground. I still need to dig like a suitable hole for this. I probably should have used this dirt to make my bridge, if I'm honest. But as long as there's a little hole for my bucket to go, like that, hopefully we should be good. The resources should come out. However, we need to do some more digging behind there, because we got to get the pipes under. Although, maybe pipes go through the ground. And with a few more bits of pipe in like that, we should be ready to go. It's a bit of a mess. I won't lie to you, it's a bit of a mess. But let's close this up. Oops, I pressed the wrong button. Shove the crystal in. Close that up finally. And now, is it working? I think it's working. So I think we just turn the machine on by clicking that. Oh no, there's no dirt underneath because there's a pipe. Right, hang on. Can I cheat? Can I do that? Can I just shove dirt under there myself? Yes. So you can see dirt comes out of there, goes into this machine, and this machine turns it straight into gold and iron and all sorts. And now we can relax. Now we can enjoy our bridge, knowing that over there we're making money. And then as we gain more money, we can expand this operation. But it's quite important to remember, as this shovel says, the deeper you dig, the better the resources. Now we're only at surface level, so we need to go underground. Now, having played this game quite a bit before, I know that this is a very shallow dig site. So we're going to go on a bit of a tour to see what they've added, because I've heard there's lots of new places to mine and things. And if we look on this world map, it's true. There's loads of places. Snow Rune Falls, Ice Helm. Nice. So let's go have a look and see where the best place to dig is. So we're in the hydro truck. I wonder if they've fixed this to not glitch out everywhere. It now has smoke physics though. Smoke physics for the win. Oh, I'm disappointing. I'm not gonna lie. Right. Hang on. Let's get out this. Let's get out. Max, I gave you one bit of advice. If you wanted this game to sell, fix this bridge. It's not nice. Like, the purpose of a bridge is not just to connect A to B, but it's to keep the river usable. Look, you can't get through there if you're on a boat or whatever you're doing down there. Not happy, Max, the developer. Although, saying that, I think he's made it wider, so we don't fall off as easily anymore. Anyway, we'll go for a wander around here, and what is that? That's a new bridge. Oh god, my truck's still going. But that is a new bridge. I think it's time for a bridge review. Oh man, this is so much better than the other bridge. Not only does it actually work, you can get underneath, but it's a beautiful stone arch. At the top is a little bit ropey, it's a bit bumpy, there's no safety barriers, but I'd have to say this is probably a 7.9 out of 10 bridge review. Anyway, this is Mildew's Aquifer. Oh, what are these? It's like a map, is there? Interesting. Oh, and it only costs 970. I feel like that's quite cheap compared to what it was. Anyway, we know all about this place, so we're gonna keep on driving, although we're not really meant to go this way, but we're gonna go over the bridge and see what is over this way. Oh god, it is bumpy. Anyway, now we are in the snowy mountains. What is in here? Oh, it's a shop. Stone ball. Ooh, stone items. Very nice. Quite reasonably priced as well. What is through here? What is this? It's a lift. Should I go down the lift? Oh, we're going down. We are going down. Oh, it's a long way down. What is this? There's like lava everywhere. Okay, I literally was not expecting this to be here. What even is this? So we got some like instructions via the form of hieroglyphs. So hammer the brick wall. Is this an underground mine? 7,200. We have some sort of conveyor there. And that goes up along these. Oh, is this like an automatic mine? Oh, so I park my truck up the top, and any resources I put in here go up to it. So is this all mineable? Will the lava kill me? It's very bright. No, I got fancy shoes on, don't worry. Anyway, along this walkway, is this where we came from initially? Yeah, okay, this is where I was before. So tools and equipment. Ah, there's a shop with conveyors and things. A vertical conveyor. Blimey, that is steep. Look at that. Ooh, a gem polisher that goes on a conveyor. That's useful. What the frig are these? Masterwork designs. Okay, there's a lot going on. There is a lot going on. We need to save up up to buy this place. Yeah, lots of things to figure out later on, I think. But for now, we'll head back up to the surface. We'll try and work out where would I have to park my truck. Oh, it's here. It's here. So if we park our truck here, any resources we collect down there will come up. Likewise, we can send things back down via that. Interesting. So that was Ice Helm. If we carry on going, we'll get to Snow Rune Falls, the other new area. So we come out of here, we go right, and then we just head along this path. Aha, Snow Rune Falls. So how much does this one cost? 7,000. So I'm guessing it's pretty similar to the underground one. It's all snowy though. Okay, right. Well, I need to do some grinding until we're ready to buy one of these new areas, I think. So I'll see you in a minute. All right, so I was wandering around trying to find where I left my truck, and I found it. I don't know what it's doing. Now it's up there. How do I get that back? Anyway, after a bit of parkour, I got my way back in. And you know what? I'm glad they didn't fix this glitch. Like this truck, it's renowned for doing this in the early game. I'm glad it still sort of does this. Oh, wow. Okay, I can control this. So we can go that way. We can go this way. I do actually want to use this again, though. Hey, look, Dre was here. Anyway, let's unstuck us, and that should... Oh, how about recall nearest vehicle? It just flies off. Aha, I've reloaded the save and I think we're good. Right, back to our original claim. Okay, what is going on down there? That thing really needs a handbrake. Okay, so we've got two problems, it looks like. One, the stuff hasn't gone into the bucket. Two, it's broken. So let's grab the bucket. Oh dear. Right, well, some stuff is in there. We just don't have like all the good stuff. So let's just grab this, sell it in the shop, and then can I buy... what is throwable TNT? So how does this work? Do I literally just... Oh, it's sparking. And then... Ow. Oh, we've got a little hole. Anyway, what I really need to buy is a tool bag. They're quite expensive. I can buy just a single spanner though. And then I can take this over to this machine and we can give it a bit of a fix. And look, now we're making money again. Although I've just remembered there's no bucket down there anymore. Anyway, you may remember from this game, to make serious money, you don't just want to sell the stones like the ore. You've got to invest it in jewelry. So we're going to need a crucible, a small furnace, an anvil, a casting mold, as well as a blacksmith hammer, and ideally a grinding wheel. Now, if we place the furnace down, you can see it lights up. Nice. Then we can shove the crucible in there, and then any objects we put in there will melt. Now, unfortunately, these are all mixed up, but if we could separate them out, means we'd be able to just take the gold and perhaps place them straight into there where they melt. And after adding enough gold to fill it to the brim, we can grab that and we can pour it into this mold. And now we have a gold bar, which we can heat up in there. We can come over to our pile and pick probably this nice green one. As you can see on the bottom left, it's an uncut emerald. So if we shove it in there, it's, ooh, very shiny. So we plonk it on the anvil, select a recipe, and then place the heated bar on there, give it a whack with our hammer, and look, we got a bit of jewelry. And when we take this up to the jewelers, surprise, surprise, we are now rolling in cash. So a few hours later, we finally have enough to buy this plot. And honestly, I'm a bit unsure how we're going to use this pot. Generally, we need water, but it's all snowy up here. Anyway, we've also got a truck full of stuff so that we can start our mining operation. But first, I'm going to grab the pickaxe. We're going to go, like, I don't know, somewhere in the middle. And we're going to do something that you should never do in mining video games. We're going to mine straight down. Aha, and we've hit the bottom, I believe. It's quite a long way down here. I haven't really thought about how we get out. But yeah, there's no underwater aquifer, which is a little bit scary. Oh, but there's water here. There's water here. Okay, not really sure how I missed that. Oh, no, they haven't. They haven't, have they? Look at my pickaxe. I feel like they've added degradation to the game. Why, devs? Your game already takes like far too long to do anything, and now we need to replace tools, do we? Okay. Anyway, let's get some of this set up. This is the Cloutium intake water pipe. It's like sort of it's a higher level one. You can see it down there. You get 250% pressure, so worth the extra cost. Anyway, I just ran to the shop to buy a nuke because I want to make some space down there. My bloody truck's disappeared again. I'm pretty sure there's still some stuff in the boot as well. Anyway, we're going to drop that down the hole. We're going to drop this nuke down the hole. Hopefully it won't go off. Oh, it might not even fit. All right, there it goes. There it goes. Anyway, standing well back, we're able to... Oh my goodness. Oh wow, I feel like they made them bigger. They may have made them bigger. It's still a long way down there. We might have to do a few more of these. Right, anyway, with that down the hole a little bit, we can just pull the trigger and... Ow! Now I've unstuck myself. Look, it's beautiful. But as you can see, it's not quite deep enough. There's still there's still more hole to go, although we are nearly there. Maybe one more. Right, you can see we're nearly there. We're on the final nuke, so we'll just blow this up. And here we are at the bottom where the best resources are. So if we just unstuck ourselves back to the surface, all we have to do now is get our water from that pipe there all the way over in this hole and then all the way to the bottom. I feel like that's going to be a lot of pipe. Right, so set off another nuke at the bottom. You can see how deep it is. The mushroom cloud doesn't even leave. But hopefully the idea is I can get closer and closer to the water over there, because I don't really want to do miles and miles of pipe. Right, so it's taken me a freaking long time, but we finally got some pipe work over to our exploded hole. And I was just about to think about doing a vertical straight down, but then I was like, I should probably see how these conveyors work, because they look a bit different than what I'm used to. Right, looking at this one, it looks great. Yes, very, very vertical for the slope. However, bottom left, it says hooks onto pipes. Oh, I can't place this wherever I want. I can only put them on pipes. I was like, well, how do I actually go uphill then? Can I just do one like above the pipe like that? No, but you can see they do clip onto corners, so I think we just got to do pipe work going like diagonally up. One thing I'm not sure about that I want to check, if I were to do that way, why are you not moving? Because you're open. Let's close you up. So that is moving upwards, which is the same direction as the water. I want to know if I were to rotate that. Oh, it still goes that way. Okay, that's fantastic, because what that means, rather than doing like a straight down vertical here, I could do like a zigzag all the way up, and that could be a conveyor. Oh, it's going to take so long. So first things first, I'll probably take this off, and I should probably build it from the bottom so I know where I'm building it from. So I guess something like that, we'll have conveyors going all the way up, and then we'll just have to take the water over that way. At least with conveyor belts going both directions, that's good. Right, so here we are at the bottom of my hole. There's a load of the corner pieces. I've just got to put them together now. It's like Lego, just not as fun. Right, I'm sort of at that point where I'm living in regret. So we're nearly there. Hours and hours later, the pile has gone down. I actually got way too many. So we grab these, and then we literally head our way up here, jumping all the way up. And then we just need to mine our way up using this pickaxe. It's very, very slow. Look how much I've had to pickaxe already. Get annoyed because it won't let us place it where we want to place it. But be somewhat relieved that we've made it to the surface if I can just get my way out. Oh, fresh air. We're actually quite close. So we'll just plonk the last few up there, and then all we need to do is go and buy loads more of these, and then I think we can just place them, yeah, like that. The trouble is, I now can't climb up there, so we might have to start from the top. Oh man, I feel like I'm gonna have to clear out a lot more space to sort of get these to fit in this hole. Yeah, because they're gonna go sort of there, so we need way more headroom. We better get the pickaxe out. I'll see you in another few hours, I guess. Right, so down there, conveyors are done all the way up. Good clearance, and then we've got them going along this pipe. I put this here, so the idea is the dirt comes up. It should drop into there, and then I've put a little pipe splitter. We're gonna use a couple of bends. So one there, one like that, and then hopefully we can sit a conveyor on top of that. So that's good. Hopefully all the gems will come out there. And then over here I've got these splittery ones. Now these have replaced the old splitters. I'm not entirely sure how they work. Oh, do they only go one direction? So is that forward and left from this side, or is it from this side? I don't know. I think we'll have to turn on the machine and see. We might have to rotate all of these, but let's do all the in-betweeny stuff. So basically I just want a straight and then a T, straight and then a T. All the straight bits have a straight conveyor on. All these split ones have a split conveyor. I reckon. Yeah, I think I gotta rotate those. So that's quite annoying. But still, at least we know what we're doing now. Because the idea, as all the different resources come off there, I think you now put the different resources on top. So you put like a block of gold on there, a bit of iron ore on there, a bit of cloutium, whatever resource. And I think they get like separated. So they'll come off this way. So if we place pipes coming off here, we can then put conveyors on top of these before putting that there. So I might put like a ramped conveyor here just so that the resources drop into these crucibles. And these are just what we saw earlier, but they're like built in. So they automatically make bars. Very useful. Saves you fanning around manually. I also need to put this on. This is like the grindy thing, but it's now it now allows you to put them like anywhere. So all street conveyors are just street conveyors and they have different attachments on top. Very cool. Anyway, they are all sorted. We'll just need one of each resource to go on top so they can literally be sorted. Let me just show you what I've done down here. So we'll jump down the nuke hole. So at the moment, we've just got 4 of these drills down here. And you see, this is a forged iron drill. I haven't quite worked out how to get the better ones yet, because these are just like the used ones from the original shop. But I just need some T-pipes and a few bendy pipes, and then they should all be plugged in and we should be ready to go. All right, that's all sorted. I will need a cork to go in that pipe, I think, because otherwise that will just be dripping. Oh, I need a straight bit of conveyor, damn it. Right, and there we go. I think we're all good. Yes, one other thing. This is a gem polisher hook. So wherever the gems come out, I guess this end, we can shove a conveyor on there and then shove those on. And that should polish the gems. Again, we'll just need to go get some corks, because all of these ends will lower the pressure of the system. Speaking of which, that's one other thing that's new as well. Look, we've got like add-on things. So that tells you the pressure. I'll probably put that like up here. They literally click onto the pipe now, which is very cool. This is filter. So as before, we need filters to stop the network getting dirty water and everything breaking. And apparently that does the lot. So I've only got a single shard at the moment, but we'll shove that in just to see how the network works. But are you ready? Let's close her up and let's go have a look. So all the conveyors are moving. They look like they're all moving the right direction. What does that say? 1, 2, 2. I assume that's quite good for power. Not a clue. Finally, let's jump down the hole and see if we're doing any mining. We're not yet because I forgot to turn them on. So turn them on. Oh, they're all on. Oh, is it because I've... Oh, idiot Matt. Oh, don't say. Is that actually what's happened? All right, let me grab this pickaxe and let me show you. So this is a common pickaxe. It's tier 2. However, you'll notice down here, I haven't done any hand digging. This was all done with nukes because I can't actually dig that deep. I reckon there's different tiers of those and these are too deep. No, I've spent all this time for nothing. Also, water pressure really is not making it down here. I think we're going to need to make a battery first. Or it might be because our shard has completely been used up. Well, I guess the only successful mining we're doing today is this nightmare. Oh, look how terrible this is. Right, we need to fix this. We need to earn some cash. We need to try and unlock some later drills. So we spent like 10 hours building a massive mine down here. Oh my goodness, it's it's ridiculous. Only to find out we're too deep. Like, I even tried raising this up and we're just too deep. Now, if I grab this pickaxe, I started having a little wander up. Trying to wander up. These stairs, they're not very easy to get up. But look, you can see I can dig here. But down at the bottom, no, I can't dig. It's too hard. So I think all I need to do is sort of move up. Why have my conveyors stopped moving? Why have they stopped moving? Oh, that's right. Yeah, I think we need more water pressure down here as well. Not ideal. But as we're going to move these up a little bit, we should make some gold. So I think I just need to work out like how high. Right, so it's sort of that rim there. If we can get to that height, then we should start making some gold. So I'm going to make some changes. So if we come up to... Why is it so hard to jump up these conveyors? So the first rim is that level. So if I take this conveyor off, drop it down there, then this corner, it can just happen further up. So basically, we'll take that corner off. We'll fall down and get annoyed. And then if we do a bit of rotatey potatey, then it should go round that way. Meaning we can grab the corner conveyor, shove it on there, move all this stuff out the way just so I can get to everything. But yeah, essentially I've just got to move all this stuff up there. And because I'm not an idiot, I am literally going to try this with just one miner first. So this is plumbed in. We've just got to grab some dirt from up there, shove it underneath like that. And then if we unstuck ourselves to the top, we can close this flap up, which should get everything moving. Yep. And then when we jump back down, we're not low enough. It's still sparking out the bottom. Okay. So turn it off again. Do another test, but even higher. Oh no, it still doesn't work. Hang on, this thing. This is a forged iron drill tier 1. I think. Here's my shovel, which can dig. Is this tier 2? Oh, this is tier 2. So I need to unlock the tier 2 stuff, which is a right bit of a ball ache. But I'll go show you how that works before we do anything. So we'll unplug that. We'll head into this place, if you remember from last time. It's called Ice Helm. And then down here, this is where you can craft new tools. So we saw these hieroglyphs before. I've worked all this out in the video. I forgot to include the footage. There was so much footage last time. But basically, if we head down this way to the tools and equipment shop down here. So basically, to get more drills, you buy one of these, which costs 184 quid. Not bad. But that's not all you need. Can you see on the side of here? It's got a little number 300. You need an iron bar that weighs at least 300. And then this is the T2 one. You can see it's got T2 on the front. You need 1,000 of that, as well as, I think that's Cloutium. So yeah, pretty much, I'm not waiting hours. We can't do the T2 one until we get the T1s in the right position. But yeah, essentially, you'd grab one of these. You'd pay for it over here. Then you'd bring it all the way up these stairs. All the way along here. Then you'd come over to this thing. You'd shove it on there. And that's this first bit done. The second bit, you got to take your 300 bars or whatever you need to build whatever. Shove it in that. And that is up these stairs. It's in there. So you drop it in there. Once you've got enough, you can hit the hammer. See, it says move the hammer. And then boost, you get your shiny object. It appears on there, looking rather fabulous. But we got to get our new mine producing. We need Cloutium, we need iron. So let's head back up the lift, get to our base, and get it done at the right height. Right, so I just spent 20 minutes getting these things up here. I tell you what, it's a lot easier to drop them down a big hole than it is to bring them up. But we're literally just gonna shove them here, I think. So yeah, that looks like the right height. That should just plonk out there. So you got 4 in a row. I should probably just do 1 to start with, but whatever. I'm just gonna disconnect this conveyor belt, disconnect this pipe. Then I'm gonna come out this way, connect all these up, corner on the end. Now I just need a straight, which I think I've got over here. Yep, here we go. Shove that in there, and I think this is a network ready to go. So as soon as I close that, things should work. And that dirt comes out of these. They get grinded up into smaller chunks. Come up here, drop through there. That's where they get turned into resources. And now I haven't got one of everything on here, so all of our resources should just go straight. That is a gem polish from the end, so if there's any gems that get through, they might even be polished. Don't know, never used that before. I do have 2 crystals over here. And with this crystal, I think I might shove it on there. So that means any crystals that come through here will get separated out and come out this way. They'll go into this furnace, and then I can turn that into a nice battery bar. Everything else will go straight ahead. Should just pile up on the floor here. Right. You go in there. We close that up. Nice. And now we've got rocks. Okay, so it's only surface level. Obviously, as we get deeper, the bits get bigger. But coming out here, we've got bits of iron. Oh, why is the iron going that way? Why are some things getting diverted? For some reason, iron's going... Oh, and gold's going up there. Oh, my goodness. I tell you what. Let's just pause it a second. What it's probably worth doing. Let's grab our iron. Now we have one. So iron can go there. Gold can come out that way. Oh, look, there's a gem. But yeah, at the end, we've got our very, very polished... It's a ruby. Hopefully we'll get some Cloutium down here, and then we can shove Cloutium on this last conveyor, and that should send it that way. But yeah, let's close this, turn it back on. So shards going up that way. Nice. Iron. You guys should go up that one. Seems to be working. Gold. Little piece of gold. You're going all the way through, and then you're going to go up that one, please. Yes, it's working. And then look, gemstones. Can you see there's like stones with like green bits in them? So that should come all the way through and hopefully be polished. Yes, we've got some emeralds. And now obviously these are like quite small pieces. I think the deeper we go, the bigger the chunks will be. But for now, we've just got to do this long enough. I think ideally, I just need to do it long enough to get Cloutium. Because as soon as I can put a chunk of Cloutium on here, then I think that's all the resources. Cloutium ore! Okay. Right, we've got Cloutium on there now. Which means if any more Cloutium comes out of here, it should get separated automatically. Blimey, check out these rubies. This is pretty nice, actually. The sound of dripping is starting to grate, though. But yeah, you can see as the resources drop in, they're actually smelting already. So it's liquid metal in there, liquid gold in there. And look, this is our battery I was talking about. So if we pour this out, this is loads of melted crystals. So we can grab this. So I imagine by now we've run out of crystal power. If I open this... Yeah, 122. I think 122 is like standard pressure. But if we now add this battery, close it up, 248, and that should last quite a long time because that's like loads of shards. You'll notice, oh, things are actually moving way quicker as well. Now we can come over here to see how we're getting on. The iron, it's getting there. Pretty full. Gold, not as much. And then Cloutium, there's just like a little puddle in the bottom. But this is a hell of a lot easier than using my first claim, which is just an utter mess. So this was my first claim. Still collecting gold. But yeah, I was doing this by hand. I was literally grabbing each piece, shoving it in there, which was in the fire, pouring it into there myself like a mug. Yeah, and we're using like older equipment. So these pipes, they give less pressure from the start, which I think just makes things slower and possibly gives you smaller chunks. Not entirely sure. But over here, I do have my poo bridge. I built this myself. It's actually really good. I'm impressed with myself. Even though it took me like an hour. And then back underground, because I do need to sort this out. This was where... oh, it's such a mess. This was where I was trying to work out how high to do everything and stuff. So yeah, we'll try and fix this. So conveyor belts back. Try and remember how all this pipe work went down here. Put these corner conveyors on. This little grindy attachment on. The remainder of these. And just like that, it's pretty much back how it was, except for all my things have moved upstairs. Because we need the tier 2, or maybe tier 3 if there is tier 3. The battery's still going strong. Dirt is still flying out. It's looking like we've got a fair amount of iron now. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't look like I bought any scales. So we'll go and grab our money, head into the shop, because hopefully, yes, we've got some scales. And after bringing them back here, I can plonk this down like there. Let's pour out, I think, our iron. Let's see how much iron we've got. So pick this up, plonk it on there. Oh, so we're nearly at 300, which means we can buy another one of these drills to make this a bit longer, perhaps. I'm just going to shove that iron back in there. So this one is Cloutium. Oh, it's quite a small bar. So we need 300 of this. We have 5.29. So 2 choices. We either keep buying these, keep trying to make this bigger, or we literally just wait till we can afford a tier 2 and then try and get underground again.
1 hour later!
Right, so I just got back from taking the Padster for a walk. Let's see how we're getting on. Iron, it's looking pretty... Well, I don't think it goes up anymore. I think it's full. There's a few bits of gold that didn't make it in. Let's just shove those in. But one of the most important things is how is the Cloutium. Oh, it's looking quite big, actually. All right, let's pour the Cloutium out. Let's give it a measure. We're after 300 weight. I'm not looking. Right, okay. Ready? Oh, 168. Okay, we're getting there. We are getting there. Just got to wait another few more hours, I guess. Although, how's the iron? Let's try iron out. We need 1,000 of this. Oh, we got 1,200. That's worth 15 grand. Blimey. Okay, sweet. So we have enough iron. I'm sort of intrigued to see how much gold we have then. So, 1,000 of that. That's worth 20 grand as it is. Very nice. So we'll shove that back in for now. Look at all those gems, man. That is a lot of gems. Oh, is that... Oh, look. This is the super rare. The onyx gem. So I think when you make jewelry, if you use onyx, it's like super, super expensive. Have we only got one? Yeah, looks like we've only got one out of all of that. That's how rare onyx is. There's me complaining about Cloutium. But yeah, I guess we're grinding a little bit longer then.
Many unbearable hours later.
Alright, so let's give everything a pour. It's been a while. Cloutium, come on, Cloutium. Oh, yes, we're over 300. Right, so that is the bar we need. Iron, you're 2,000 in weight. That is beautiful. I'll tell you what, actually, I've got over here. Here it is. I got a saw. Now, you can use the saw with a very satisfying sound effect to cut your bars directly into 2. So we don't need 2. So I'm going to shove this one back into the iron. And yeah, then I've just got to take these 2 ice helm. The trouble is, do you remember last time my van like flew away? I don't think it ever came back. I don't know where it is. So we might have to buy another Hydra truck as well. So we're over here. Here is the truck. Oh, actually, what are these ones? These are like more expensive. 1,400. They're all 1,400. Are they just different colors? Is that literally the only difference? All right. Oh, no. I forgot my money. Okay, hang on. 1 second. All right, we're back. We've just bought this one. 1,400.
What a beast.
All right, so back at the claim. Grab the Cloutium bar. You go in the back. Grab the iron bar. You also go in the back. And then we've just got to drive to Ice Helm. Oh, God. Oh, why are you so wobbly, game? Right, we're here. Now we do have this. This is like a little conveyor belt thing. You can shove stuff in the top and it ends up down the bottom. Do I want to risk that with my Cloutium bar? Well, the answer is yes. It's gone. Oh, please. Please be down there. Right, the iron in as well. We will go down the lift. And then we've just got to work out where our stuff has ended up. Oh, here it is, all the way down here. Okay. So I literally haven't bought this place yet. 7,200. We can literally afford that now. Right, so we've got our iron, we've got our Cloutium. We've just got to put them in there. But first, we've got to put on the correct one of these. So this was the T1. I don't think we actually want this at all. I mean, I might leave it there just in case. If we got like 300 iron left over, I may as well make one. But let's head to the shop, which should already have enough money in there. I put that in earlier. We'll buy this, the Cloutium Drill Masterwork Design. So we'll put this on the pedestal. There it is. Actually, I might center it more. It's got to be perfect. Right, there we go. And then I assume I just smelt both of these. So Cloutium, it's gone in. Do I just mix the iron as well? That doesn't seem right. Oh, it's gone in. It didn't actually go up in level at all. And then I just pull the lever. Oh. Yes, it's doing it. Boosh. And there it is. The Cloutium drill. Tier 2 drill works faster with better water pressure, takes damage. The deeper you dig, the better the resource is. Right, let's get this back to base. Now, I'm pretty sure it's not actually going to work down here. I think we do actually need to do the higher level one. Right, everything's moving. That's good. If I flip this... Nah, it's too low. It's too low. Ugh. Okay, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? We're going to have to raise it up. Right, after a lot of faffing around, I think I've got all the pipes in place. And hopefully this will work. I don't know if it's high enough. I don't know if there's even dirt under it. But the lever's pulled, so dirt should come out there, come around here, under all this. Let's try and fit the grindy thing. I think that's in the right place. I had to jump and do it at the same time. Right, okay, let's go unstuck ourselves to the top. Let's turn this back on, and then we'll try and see, is it working? It is, but it's very small dirt. And the grindy thing is literally doing nothing. Oh, no! I see what's happening now. Can you see it's bouncing around? I think you need... Oh, I think you need the T2 harvester. Because obviously the dirt's too hard. It's not getting crunched by that. Oh, you're joking. Right, turn it off, turn it off. Look at this mess we're making. So these chunks here, they're too hard for my current harvester. I'm pretty sure I need 100 Cloutium for that. Barely 5. Right, I'm going to do some more grinding and then we'll be back. I literally thought this could be a series where I could like record an hour or two at a time, make a video. No, Hydroneer, you demand too much time from me. Oh dear. Right, see you in a minute.
4 to 6 days later.
Anyway, we're back down here. We have the T2 harvester on there. We need 300 iron, 100 Cloutium. And I think it's already in there. So let's give this a pull and... Oh, there it goes, there it goes. Ready? Boosh! Right, there it is. What a beaut. So this should be the machine that will grind up... Oh, look, it's got exhausts. That will grind up our dirt. So we'll just take it back to our claim. Oh god, why is everything still running? No! Oh dear, there's loads of these now. There's loads of these. Right. All we gotta do is take this down the hole. Slowly struggle to get up these conveyors again. Realize it actually goes up the top and hope that you can unstuck while holding something. Can we? Yes, we can. Oh, idiot, Matt. Idiot. I'll tell you what I might do. I might get rid of all this dirt. I can literally press this button here. Clear all dirt chunks. They're gone. They are gone. Nice. And then, voila. I think we're good to go. So, turn it back on. We've got movement and yes, things are being crunched. Okay, so now we sort of need to try and see. Are any of these blobs bigger? Let's try and keep an eye. There you go. Right, here's one. Here's one. Keep an eye on this one. So, it's the third one here. So, first one. Second one. Ooh, that was way bigger. Look at that. Yes, look how much bigger they are. Okay, this is decent. Big boy nuggies. I think we're actually getting somewhere. We need... Look at the size of that gem. So that's a deep one. That is a normal one. We can measure these. So normal polished sapphire, we're looking at 21 in value. And the T2 one, we're looking at, 110. So it's only like 5 times. I thought it'd be worth a bit more than that, if I'm honest. What about the emeralds? So 13 for a little one. 109. Yes. It's between like 5 and 10 times more. I thought it might be a little bit better than that. Still, not going to complain because literally we're making money. I don't even have to do anything. I should probably shove a bucket here so I can just sell all these gems. But yes, we have for sure achieved today. We've unlocked the tier 2 equipment. I'm not sure if there's tier 3 equipment in this game yet. So perhaps that's as deep as you can go. But yeah, kind of interesting. In the old game, like the deeper chunks of dirt, they were literally bigger chunks of dirt. In this game, they appear to be the same size as normal. So grinder not actually needed. But nice. It looks pretty good. We've done all right. However, I need to remove these. I need to put these back in. I mean, they're already a little bit full. So these are my furnaces. They allow you literally to pour out your blocks. So we'll shove that back in. But yeah, first off, I need to separate these. So shall we lose some frames? Now over here somewhere. Yes, look, no, that's a hammer. That is a hammer, Matt. I've got this. A magnet on a stick. It's a magnet on a stick. So if we come over here, I'm going to set these up first. So that's the iron one. This is the shard one. This here is the gold one. So we'll put this like, why can I only put it in the ground or above the ground? Okay, we're putting that down. I can't put it there because then I'll lose. Game, why do you do this to me? All right, let's put it over here. There we go. That works. And then this is the Cloutium one, which doesn't have... is it Cloutium? Yeah, Cloutium bar. Okay, cool. All right, let's try and start with the Cloutium because it's the smallest amount of stuff. All right, here we go. So look, we've got a ball of resource, and if we don't go too fast, we can bring it over to here, and then plop. Oh, did you hear that sound? That sounded pretty brutal. That wasn't even very many pieces, in my opinion. Not compared to when we take the gold. Oh, that's actually quite terrifying. It's like a scary monster thing. Oh, no, we're dropping loads. Why are we dropping so much? Oh, no, this is a nightmare. This is an actual nightmare. Wait, what one's the gold one? Okay, this is the gold one. Let's drop that in. Oh, God. That did not work very well. Actually, I should probably turn this off. Turn off. Why does it just leave a trail? I feel like a slug. A golden slug. All right, so... Oh, the noise is brutal, but I sort of love it. All right, I could be here quite a while, though. So I'll probably see you in a few minutes, thanks to the joys of editing. The only good thing about this, I can literally feel the frame rate coming back. It's like, Although I won't lie, considering how many bits of resources are floating about, game coped very, very well. I think this new update, they actually like completely redid the physics. And I'm very, very grateful for that after doing this. All right, and after doing all that, I cannot be asked to do the same for iron. Because I think the trouble is this hole is like, it's a bit small. But I think if I head to the shop, we should be able to buy, yes, one of these, a funnel for 110 quid. So back at the claim, I reckon if we shove that above, no, that's... That's not above. Damn perception. There we go, like that. Now we have like a bigger area. So if I grab my magnet on a stick and then we take a load of iron, can we get more of these in? I mean, by the time I've lifted up, I've only got like 3 left. Tell you what if I stand on this gold one? Yes. Is it better? Yeah, that's better. That's definitely better. So there, oh, it does get a little bit clogged. We might have to jiggle this. Go on, jiggle. Oh, I don't know if the funnel is better. This is taking ages. Go on. I don't know why, but this reminds me of like when you go on holiday and they got cereal and like those weird like funnel things and they like all come out the bottom. Like, Cocoa Pops. So I think the funnel was quicker, or there was just less iron than gold. Not really sure, but we are nearly there. All right, then it's just the shards into this one. I can't be asked to use the funnel. I think I did mess up slightly using the funnel. I think this might have been quicker. Hopefully the iron chunks going in doesn't matter either. I think it's just whatever's like the most in there. And surely there's more shards than iron, so that should be fine. Right, and with this all tidied up, that's definitely very tidy. We need to sort these out, the gems. So we can grab all of these and let's just move them out the way for now, because you guys told me I need to use the gem compressor. And around here somewhere, I did buy one early on. Here it is. So there is a reason why I haven't used this yet. So if we take this cork out. Yeah, I did cork this up when I was making the thumbnail. I could not hack the dripping sounds. Although, as I mentioned before, if you go into settings and audio, you can make the water pipe sounds 0. But still, I'm not sure if they still do, but they used to like increase pressure, or not having a cork would reduce pressure, if you know what I mean. Anyway, the reason I haven't stuck one of these on, let's have a look at what it looks like. So on this side, we have a handle, and then there's like a connection for a wire. On the back of it, that's where your pipe goes in. That's definitely a pipe connection. Can you see that pipe? So it's got to connect at the back. This side side, there's just like a filtery thing. On the front, there's nothing. So if we grab this, this is the only way it will work. It needs water pressure in order for the handle to do something. Yeah, but can you see there's this bar at the back? This bar is completely in the way. Look, let me show you. Let's turn this on. So as we wait for a gemstone, they're taking a while. Is that one? Yeah, there's one. There's one. Right. So you'll see as it passes under my feet, it should get polished there. And then you'd expect it to drop into the thing. So polished. Ooh, very nice. And then it just gets stuck in the back. And that blue one. What? Why? Why can't you... Why? Why isn't the water intake on this side or something? So that's why I haven't used this. However, in my rage when I was reading comments, I did actually think I could actually, probably, possibly fix this. Oh, I was going to say if we turn this off, I've actually just disconnected it. If we just open that, there we go. We grab this corner piece. And are there any more corner pieces lying about? No. Okay. We'll have to head to the shop to get another corn piece, or I could just borrow one. Yeah, let's just borrow one for now. Sorry, Mr. Miner thing. Oh, no, I need 3. I actually need 3. Okay, I'm going to go to the shop and buy some. Why? I feel like he was giggling there. Could you see him like jiggling all over the place? Anyway, 1 second. Right, we're back with corner pizzas. I'm gonna put the one over here back in so you can go in there. Right, and these ones, let's get rid of this gem compressor. You can see the gems on the end. Let's just grab you guys. Shove you all in a pile. Nice. All right, so what I was thinking, we take off the polisher. We take off the conveyor. We even take off this straight piece. Because if I replace all of these with corners going over this way, so it looks like that, I'm pretty sure now it doesn't actually matter. Like if there's a corner piece, you can still put the straight conveyor back on. So yeah, we got that. We can put the polisher back on there. And now we can shove this like that. Yes, that's probably what you're meant to do. Okay, I understand now. I think in the last update, I literally just never used this because like, you couldn't have a corner piece under a conveyor unless the conveyor was a corner. Okay, nice. Next up, I guess we turn it back on and then we sort of work out how this works. I've never used this before. So let's shove a greenie in and another greenie and another one. So there's 3 gems in there. So if we press the lever, it compresses them. Oh, and out pops a freaking huge one. Look at the size of that. Okay, so what happens if we mix like colors? So if we have got blue in there, got a couple of reds. All right, so there's a bit of everything in there. Let's close that. What actually happens now? It does them individually. Okay, that's great. That means we can, with our magnet stick, grab all of these and then try and get this in there. Oh no, they've come back out. They come back out. Right, in. Okay, that's pretty that's really full. Right, let's see what happens. We'll pull the lever. These are going to be freaking huge. Wait, what? Oh, is that it? Is that as big as they go? So we turn that massive pile into just 3 gems. Where's my weighty thing? Oh, it's over here. Let's see what these gems are worth if we bring this over this way. Oh my god, I literally can't put this down. I can put it there on the pipe. Okay, fair enough. Right, red ruby. What are you? Oh, 1900. Hang on, H. I thought it was C for quid. Now it's H for honey because it's not money, it's honey. So 1600 on that one, 1700 on that. Actually, didn't we have some onyx? Didn't we have a black one? Oh, is that what that is? Yes, and the onyx, what's that worth? This is super rare. Oh, it's worth 257. Okay, so now we have those. We can actually make some jewelry, and I think I should do that before. Oh, balls! I forgot I left it running. Damn it! Turn off. Oh, we've got our piles back. I sound like a very old person with a bottom-related illness. But let's shove an anvil down. Like there. What one's the gold? Is it that one? No, gold is that one. Okay, so we just got to set up the anvil. I think I want to go with something big. So we're going to go with a necklace. You can see there it needs 2 bars and 1 jewel. So what I might do, I might make 6 bars. So we got this bar. If we cut that in half. All right, so this first one's going to be worth the most. So I'm going to shove that there, and then I just need 2 bars. And the thing is, they need to be hot. Actually, where's my hammer? Let's grab my hammer from over here. All right, so they need to be hot. So basically, I need to pour this out, grab the saw, cut that in half, and then quickly shove both of these on there. 1, 2. Are they still hot? Hit it with a hammer. Damn it. Right, they cooled down. How can I heat these up? Like, that's not heating up. Oh, poo. Okay, that is the downside with these pourers. You don't then have a furnace to make your jewelry very easily. Unless there's one downstairs. I don't think there's a normal furnace anywhere. Let's jump down my mine. Whoa. No, there's nothing down here. Oh, balls. All right, give me a sec. I'm just gonna go to the shop and buy a furnace. All right, okay, furnace there. Let's actually, shall we see if it's even worth making jewelry? So let's add all of these up. So 1600. Oh, what? How much? 24 grand. Oh, we can just pile them all on. Okay, it's worth just under 50 grand when it's not jewelry. So let's see if we heat these up. So shove the bars in there, put the gemstone back on. Right, they're looking pretty toasty. So take them out. shove them on there. And then with the hammer, give it a boosh. Wait, what? Why didn't that work? That should work. That means 2 heated up bars and a bit of jewelry. Maybe they weren't hot enough. I'll leave them a little bit longer. Right, they are glowing now. They are super hot. Oh, you idiots. Right, ready? Boosh. Okay, so 50 grand. I don't know if this thing tells us what jewelry's worth. Is it worth more? 59 grand. So it went up by 10 grand. So worth doing, I think. All right, so sapphire necklace first, then the ruby one. And altogether, they are worth 122 grand, which means you could probably buy a small terrace house up north. But that's good. That is cash. Next up, I want to get rid of all these resources, but I don't want to lose my little bit of onyx. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to be a little bit sneaky. I'm just going to melt one little bit of iron. That was gold. I meant gold. Clearly gold. I'm going to change the recipe to this one. This is just a ring. So it's just 1 heated up bar, 1 little bit of jewelry. So we'll grab the onyx, shove it on there, give it a whack. Boosh. We've got an onyx ring. And what's that going to bring the total up to? 122 grand still. But now at least we can press escape. We can come down here. We can say clear all raw resources. Clear. And we'll probably clear the dirt chunks as well, because could be carnage downstairs. Right. Now we can grab all of these and put them back in the right place. So I think this was the iron one. That goes there. That's the battery one. This is the gold one, which is now empty. And then the Cloutium one on the end. Nice. And you may have noticed over here, we're actually... our battery from earlier has run out. So what I'm going to do, we're going to pour this out, and I imagine this is going to be an absolute beast of a battery. So pressure 122. I think it went up to like, was it 248 or something last time? But if we shove that in there, we shove that in there. Oh, I think that's the max. Okay, it doesn't go above 248. I'm guessing it just lasts longer. But nice, this is good. But there is quite a gap up here. And of course, these 4, they're only getting us small gold. Is it really worth getting the small gold? But in this gap, I need to fill that with more dirt, ideally from down here. So my aim is to spend all the iron and Cloutium I've just made on more drills, which I can't get up there anymore, which hopefully with this staircase I've just made, yes, we'll go next to these ones, like heading over that direction, I guess. Although how does the water get in? Oh, that's annoying actually. The water just goes in that side. So how am I meant to add more of them? I can't just, there's no pipe out of this one, so I can't just have a line of them. Oh, devs, that's really annoying, that is. I'm gonna need, oh, I don't even know what I'm gonna need. I think I might need there a T, a layer of pipe coming over the top and dropping down. Yeah, maybe that can just go straight across. Oh, devs, why would you do that to me? I mean, at least have that coming out the back so I can just have pipes going behind it or something. Anyway, I was also told in the comments we can now walk up conveyors easier. Oh, thank goodness. That is so much easier. Thank you, devs, for fixing that at least, because I literally had to unstuck to get my way to the top every time. Now, nice and easy. Decent. It's actually really fun. I like doing that. Right, okay, with that all sorted, I might go buy a few more things. So let's pour this out. So I think it's 1,000 for each of these. Hang on, out the way, jewelry. So for every 1,000 iron, I should be able to buy another drill. Oh, oh no, I've only got 3,000. I thought I had 39,000 iron then. I got 3,000 iron. It's worth 39,000. Okay, so I can buy 3 new drills. So what is this Cloutium gonna weigh? 383. Okay, I can afford 1. I can literally afford 1 drill. Okay, well, we'll come over here. We'll shove the Cloutium in the back, shove the iron in the back, and we'll take all this jewelry so we can sell it. Oh, it's really shiny in my eyes. All right, and then we'll head on our way. Why isn't this... oh, no, there's something under it. There's something under it. It's spanners. I think it's spanners. Hang on, let's try unstuck vehicle. Right, and we're away. We're away. And we're not away. We've crashed. We've crashed. No, we're good. No, we're not good. Why can't I drive this thing? But we're basically going to Ice Helm, that, like, underground sort of area with all the lava and stuff. This is really hard to steer. I don't know. Is there a map in here? Oh, no. Anyway, let's get our bars. So, iron, you're going down. See you later, mate. Cloutium, down you go. All right, and then... see you later. That was quite a fall. Right, we're down here. We got to drop all the way down, though. Think down onto this, out. Thankfully, not too much fall damage. We still haven't bought this claim. Maybe we should. But over here, this is where our bars came down. So we can grab the Cloutium and we can walk all the way along this bridge, all the way up these stairs, all the way along this bridge. And then up here, we can drop in the Cloutium. Oh, and by the way, people told me last time, over here somewhere. Yeah, this is my change from last time. So that's Cloutium, that's the iron. So basically, any excess I have, it's just here. So I can just pour this back in. So that goes in there. This bit of iron goes in there. I might already have 1,000 there. Should I try this now? So that's T2 harvester. We don't want that. We don't want the harvester. We want the mining drilly thing. So you go there. Is there enough? No, there isn't. We got to go get my iron. So drop back down, out, walk along here. And I'll tell you what, I haven't reviewed this bridge. Let's do a bridge review. A wooden truss-like bridge. Far too many squares going on. And looks to be made by the same designer as the other bridge. However, this one does have a gap underneath. It has a purpose as a bridge. But the lack of safety barriers and the attention to detail on the carpentry brings down the score to a measly 3.4 out of 10. Bridge review. Anyway, back to climbing these stairs. We'll plonk the iron in there, and then we should be able to make one. Yes, there it goes. Ready? Boosh. Nice. Okay, so we grab this, we plonk it over here, and I think it should poof its way. You meant to put it in there, then it goes up there to the surface to my truck. But what? Why haven't you done it? Oh, there you go. There you go. It was just a glitch. Right. And over here, we've got change. So I may as well put this straight back in, because before we head straight upstairs, I did just want to check down here in the shop. There were like some other things. I don't know what they did. Forged iron intake booster. Okay. This one, Cloutium intake booster. That's just 60 Cloutium. We might actually have that. How much does it cost? 454. How much money do we have? Oh, we got 0 money left in this place. Okay, let's go sell our jewelry and then we'll buy that. Right, jewelry is sold. Let's take that off and we'll plonk that on here. I don't really know what this thing is, but let's give it a pull and see what we get. Boosh. Oh, is that it? Ew, what is that? It's like a sonic screwdriver or something. Right, anyway, we'll grab that. We'll shove it in the conveyor. Bloop, up to the top. There it goes. And then we'll just miss the lift, which is really, really irritating. Don't worry, it's coming back down. What if I just stand here? Out. Right, to the surface. Oh, and what I should have parked my truck under here, because then it will drop straight in. See, things drop into your truck. But no, I got to carry this by myself all the way over here. Such an architect. But let's take this stuff back to the claim and we'll see what it's like. Ow, ow. Oh, you tit. I've done an Austin Powers. Hang on. Oh, I'm wedged. I'm literally stuck. Come on, game.
Few moments later.
Right, nearly there. Forward, backwards, forward. Back.
Lot of boring math later.
Right, there we go. We're free. Then we've parked over the spanner again. That will probably cause issues later. Right, let's grab this sonic screwdriver thing first. I'm intrigued to see what this does. So does it go over here? Does it? Oh, is that what they are? Are they 4 little boostery things? Yeah, look, I can put this all around. Whoa, okay, so that's clipped in. So now water pressure should be higher. So if we go check our pressure, ooh, 278. It was 248 before. That did like, well, it did like 30, which isn't a lot. If I open this though and take the battery out, 152. Okay, so yeah, it does a little bit. It doesn't do a lot, to be honest. Maybe with 4 of them, it'd be worthwhile though. Because look, actually, I feel like those conveyors are absolutely creaming it. Oh, maybe that was worth doing. Anyway, let's grab this Cloutium drill and we got to head down. I'm going to go down this way because this is the sensible thing to do. Oh, I've just realized what I forgot to do. I forgot to buy all the pipes. Oh, and I've just fallen to the bottom. Right, so it's got to go there, facing that direction. It's just got to be one bit closer, but all right, let's pickaxe some space away because we're going to need like pipes above it and stuff. All right, there you go. That is in, although I've just realized that's in the wrong place because I can't get the pipe to it. It's got to go back 1, doesn't it? So it's got to go there. So it will clear a bit more space out in front. And to be honest, we could probably just use most of the stuff down here. So we've got some straight pipes, got some straight conveyors, and then we've just got to plumb in the mining thing. So I'm guessing that will look something like this, which means hopefully. Oh no, I need to put dirt underneath. Right, where's my spade? Mr. Spade, where are you? Where is a spade? Do I not have a spade down? I swear I had a spade down here. Ah, I left it up here. Okay, right. Let's jump back down again. Ready? 360. Oh. 360 to the broken kneecap. All right, so we grab dirt from there, and then we've just got to shove it under there. Is that working? All right, the light bulb on top is on. Yes, dirt's coming out. Yes. So that means we have doubled our production. The only trouble is I'm not sure. Can I actually get out of here anymore? Yes, I can. I can jump it. It's a bit of a hurdle. But yeah, my thought to extend this was I can just make that one a T and then just do like the same and just make all these miners go back that way. So as we gain more Cloutium, we should be able to do that fairly easily. I was quite excited to see how much Cloutium we've got, but actually. That is pathetic. How much is that? That is 5. A weight of 5 Cloutium. Oh, man. It's going to take so long to do anything now. Although there are twice as many big boy nuggets coming up. So I guess it's not all bad. I just got to leave it running a little bit longer. I'll tell you what, it might even be worth just spending like the 60 trying to get all of these. Because if the thing's running faster, then surely that's better, right? But yeah, resources are actually coming out pretty fast now. I just need it faster. I need more big chunks. I want it to really fly. But at least in the meantime, while I let this run, I can go work on another project I've got going on. Because yes, all the money I've been stashing, I'm going to be spending it on making the bridge better. I'm fixing your bridge, Max. Max, a developer, or Itchy, whoever's watching this, one of the devs, I will engineer you a better bridge and you will be proud. Maybe you'll actually update your game. I don't know. I mean, you've worked on all these quality of life things, but you haven't fixed the main problem of the game, which is that bridge. That is not a BILF, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, honestly, I feel like this is a better bridge at this stage. In fact, let's do a bridge review. So it's a log that's fallen over. It's got clearance underneath. You can walk along it. No issues there. I give it a score of whatever I gave this +1. Bridge review. But yeah, thanks to the power of creative mode, it allows you to build wherever you want. You've got quite a lot of necklaces and gold bars. Yes, I definitely cheated to get that up there. Don't you worry. I'm not insane. But thankfully, we can get rid of that. We can just go to clear all raw resources. Yes, please. Oh, balls. Oh, balls. Although, look at that. That is something I've noticed in this game. So all resources and, well, all objects actually, they have physics when you're sort of in the game. But if you leave and come back in, the physics sort of stop working. So first off, let's just delete this pile. I've got the creative mode on so I can use the wand. I'm sort of regressing this pile, I'm not gonna lie. Oh dear. Although thanks to my friend the auto clicker, I can auto right click to get rid of it. I don't know why. When I actually built this, I didn't auto click. I did it all manually. Oh dear. Live and learn. Live and learn. All right, but anyway, with all that deleted, you can sort of see what I mean by the physics don't affect stuff. Like, what? Which means you can make pretty elaborate structures. If I just finish deleting all these and then put all these furnaces back in, right, then that's back to normal. And hopefully we can turn this all back on and then just leave it running as I go show you my plans for today. Oh, that's actually quite full now. I might give this a little crush. So this is our gem compressor. So this is our gem compressor, and you can see, oh, look, we've got one of, oh no, we don't have one of every gem. Do they not compress gems together? Or is that just a new one? That might just be a new one. Okay, yeah, that was just a new one. Okay, cool. So we got 4 gems in there. As more come in, we can just keep crushing. We've probably got quite a bit of gold now, but it's the iron and the Cloutium we need, so we can get more drills downstairs, because all the dirt coming up here, that gives us the biggest chunk of ore. You can see the little ones are coming from these upstairs ones, but the big chunks like that one, that's coming from downstairs. And apparently, I was told I missed something. Apparently, there's an out pipe on this. Not convinced. Commenters, they said there was like dripping water underneath. Oh, there is dripping water. No, that's coming from the end of the conveyor belt, that dripping water. People thought it was coming out of that, but no, it was my conveyor belt. Right, anyway, back up the stair. I gotta walk up. Oh, poop. I gotta walk up my my handmade staircase there, made out of drainage pipes. Not the easiest thing to get up. Oh, but 10 minutes later, finally at surface level. Right, I'm going to go show you what I plan to do with this physics feature that I found. First off, to the shop. So here we are at the shop. This isn't actually the shop I wanted to go to, although someone did say there was like a rake or something which flattens ground. Like, rake used to flatten out terrain. Ooh, okay, we might need to buy one of these. Right, so I bought that. I'll take that back in a bit. But I need to go to this shop, housing. Now, in here, if I were to buy some, I guess some wooden floor, maybe some tin sheets, and I guess some roofing pieces. And then we head back to our first claim, the nostalgia where we started out, our very broken mining machine, and our poo bridge. I forgot about the poo bridge already. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna use those sheets that I just bought, right? And we take our wooden floor, and I think we're gonna come over here somewhere. Like, we come over there, and then do a bit of a rotate that way, lower it right down, yeah, to about there. So now we've got a box. Can you see that? All right, so next up, we've got the tin roof. This is a bit flat for what I want to do, but if I rotate it, you can see we can go from that gradient, we can go to that gradient, which is much better. That is what I want. Right, and after a bit more of building, we're sort of at the point where I'm ready to test what I want to test. The thing is, I'm probably gonna need some steps to get up there. So let's head back to the shop. Let's buy some wooden stairs for 31 quid. And then here we go. We can get to the top. Oh no. Have I helped? Oh no, I'm literally trapped. Okay, we're gonna have to be a little bit careful. Thankfully, there is an unstock button because I want to come over here and I want to buy my first fishing pole. So with this bought, we can head back up the stairs and we can be a bit careful here. We can not fall in, and then we are fishing. Nice. We just got to wait for a bite, and then when we get one, we just pull the rod as hard as we can, and then there's a fish, and he falls to the bottom, and he's dead. Sorry, mate. And then we can fish again. We can try and not get the dead fish. But then we just keep piling up. And I'm sort of hoping we're going to get like a big fish at some point so that we can make this a bit easier on ourselves. Because if we just see the little fish, this is going to take a while to fill up. So give me a few minutes or probably hours and I'll see you in a bit. Right, and after way too long of doing this, I'm sort of at the point where I feel like I need to find a way to engineer a solution to this, because we're actually getting to the point where there's not enough water to fish. As well as the point, I'm not Josh, I am Matt. Hey there, it's Matt. Welcome to Let's Engineer It Out. But in Hydroneer, where we have a very nice amount of playtime, there's a workshop now and it's got mods. So I very cleverly downloaded all the mods that are going to be useful to us. We can get rid of this fishing rod. Screw you, fishing rod. We can press F7. Yep, there it is. And look, there's like different categories and stuff. These are all the things you can spawn in the creative mod. So if we go to resource and we search fish, we can literally spawn a fish, and even better, you can select like how big you want it to be. So I think 100's like the max. I mean, you can literally just keep adding zeros, so I may as well. Oh, there you go. There's the limit, 2.1 billion, probably as expected by a lot of people. I think that's the value of the fish, but that does affect the size. So now if we press middle mouse button, oh my god, that is a big fish. We can drop that in there. That might actually be too big, I don't know. Still, this is only a test. This is literally a test. I also got another mod. Hang on, let me head down there. Right, look at my shadow. If I press F my arms go out. What does that mean, you might ask? It means I can fly. So if we hover over here and we press F and then we press E, we can drop unlimited fish. Unfortunately, they're like so big that they can't spawn on top of each other. I get the really annoying red warning and the which is really annoying. So I'm actually going to go. Actually, no, I don't need to go anywhere. Can I just spawn a wand? Yes, I can spawn a creative wand. Okay, so now we have a wand in our hands, which means we can just... Oh, that is better. And because I am an engineer, I'm not going to click myself. No, we're going to get the auto clicker back involved. Oh, yes. Here we go. Now we are cooking on gas. So this is still going to take a little bit of time. So I'll probably see you in a few more minutes. Right, so here we go. Let's drop down. Let's drop the wand. Now, you might be wondering, Matt, what the hell have you achieved here? You've just filled up like a giant funnel with fish. They don't go anywhere. What's the point? I don't understand. Well, my friends, well, check this out. If we press escape, if we then save and return to menu, we're back in the lovely Hydroneer menu where we can then continue the game. And then when we come over to these, we can pull these out. Actually, I don't think I've done it right. Hang on. I feel like we did nearly lose a fish. Did I lose a fish? I don't know if I've done it right. Hang on. Let me be safe. I'm actually going to save and quit to desktop because this is usually what I do to get this to work. So save, return to desktop. Yes. Guys, are you still there? I know it's dark. Don't be scared. Follow the light. Follow the light back to Hydroneer. All right, here we go. We're back in. So now we can literally... Oh, no. Right, one fell out. I'm not sure if that's meant to be normal. Why are some falling out? Anyway, the majority seem to be not falling out. Actually, why am I doing this manually? Where's that wand? So with the creative wand, you can right-click and it literally poofs everything out of existence. So let's do that. Let's just delete everything we've got. So all this boarding is going. And what does it leave us with, you might ask? Well... a fish nader. How about stop it? Yes, which means I have a new idea about how I can fix the biggest problem in Hydroneer. Now, some of you might be thinking, what is the biggest problem in Hydroneer, Matt? Is it when you get too far away from your poo bridge, it turns into a poo whatever that is? No. Is it the fact that machines break down all the time, even though you put filters in, and then you need to buy spanners, and it's just a very irritating little gameplay feature? No. You see, the main problem with Hydroneer is this bridge here. Now, it is not a BILF. That stands for bridge I'd like to fabricate, in case you're wondering. If you remember from our bridge review last week, this got a very, very bad score. In fact, if we head over this way somewhere, yes, you may remember this log here got a higher score than the bridge. But don't worry, I've got an idea about how I'm going to fix this bridge. We're going to make a better one. I'm going to show the devs. Listen, guys, you might be able to make a good game, but you can't make a good bridge. I'm gonna make your bridge better by using a material that I did my actual university dissertation on, and that material was pycrete. Now, if you give that a little Google, you might think pycrete, oh, that's just like wood pulp and ice. I've heard of that before. They tried to make a World War II warship out of it. No, not pycrete. Pycrete. That is the technical term for this material. It's pikes, but it's concrete. Get it? Pycrete. Oh, I'm sorry. Right, so devs, here's your terrible bridge that after countless updates you have refused to upgrade. And then obviously over here we have... Oh, it's such a BILF. It's so good. I'm so proud of myself. I'm literally not gonna lie. I mean, to get my true thoughts down, I think the only way to do this is a bridge review. An incredible double arched bridge with each span using the new material pycrete. It's super strong, but not only that, it's sustainable. Not a single fish was harmed in the making of this bridge. Not only is the deck flat, but it's also wide enough for a truck, although you may get a puncture from the fishtails. The main downside is we have made the original bridge better because they get to enjoy the view of our bridge as they drive across this terrible one. But this bridge is definitely usable because this route is so much more efficient than the original one. Oh, what a beauty. I mean, some unbiased opinion about it being good or something. Anyway, the final rating for this bridge is going to be a 9.7 out of 10. Near perfection. Bridge review. Right, so there we have it. A totally unbiased bridge review there from our bridge expert. As you can probably tell, pretty impressed with myself there. Oh, pat on the back, Matt. No one else is going to do it for you. Right, but I just have remembered the rake, which is still standing vertically, which is far less dangerous than flat on the ground. Oh, what is this? Oh, is this what? Oh, okay. I think that's the flattening mechanism. All right, so if we quickly head back to the first shop, we can buy the tier 1 pickaxe. Now, I think this will let us dig down to like the tier 1 level. So let's just give it a try over here. This is like our nuke hole where we nuked earlier. So we can still dig here. Oh, we can go down really deep with this. Aha, okay, so we can go to that level. I mean, to be honest, we're only a little bit higher than the tier 2 stuff. So that there is as low as we could do the tier 2. I mean, the tier 1, it's only that level. So it's really not that much difference. So if we head back to the surface, I want to move these 4 machines down lower. So first off, I think let's turn everything off. Let's slow it all down. Let's clear all the dirt chunks. Yeah, clear all the raw resources. All right, now we got some building to do. So where's that rake? There it is. So if we head down this hole, oh look, it does big raking. And I think this is tier 1 as well. Oh, so we can make a platform down. Oh, this rake is awesome. Oh, how did I not see this earlier? I'm struggling to get this to work properly. I want it to go just down. I can see the arrow goes up, so that means it builds up. How do I make you build down? Do I need to be like below it myself? All right, what if we combine this pickaxe with the rake? Perhaps that's the way to do it. All right, okay, I think this is working. I'm not entirely sure, if I'm honest. All right, okay, yeah, we're making progress. We're definitely making progress. It's the pickaxe rake combo, but basically I just need to make a space big enough because I'm going to move all of these down. Now the question is, do I keep this tube going or do I have like a flat area? So essentially make this flat bit happen like down at the level it needs to be, and this slopey bit happen like right here. I think that's probably the thing to do. So let's remove all the conveyors. We got to remove all of these straight pipe. All right, then we just got to find the right level. So if we head down our square area, we can see we're close. So if we just dig this way, hopefully in a second, yes, there it is. We found the conveyors. So what are we going to do? I should probably do a bit of safety. I'll probably go off that level. So we'll go like flat that way. All right, so we've made a bit of space here. So let's get rid of that conveyor. And then with these pipes, we can swap those ones. So out of there is going to be all the straights. So I think it went T and then like 4 or 5 straights. So I'm going to keep digging to make the space. And then after a lot more of this sort of thing, we should have enough space to start adding all of these. All right, so that's all the pipes. So then we go back to the going upwards, which basically means we need to build that whole thing like up here. So hopefully the rake can make it easier. We will have to see. But yeah, I'm going to carry on this and I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Right, and final bit of conveyor. Oh man, this was literally way more work than building that bridge was. But I think we're there. We've got our tier 2s down there. The dirt will come up to this level where I've got all these tier 1s. So that should be big dirt. That will come up here into the grinder and then drop down as before. Phew, I'm glad that's over. All I need to do now is grab my shovel. Here it is. Head back up. And you might be saying, Matt, can't you just take like tier 2 dirt and then take it to the top? No, it doesn't work like that. So these drills, they only drill the dirt depending on what level the actual drill is, like how high the drill is. So it doesn't matter what dirt you take, but I will just shove dirt under all of these. So now if we head back up at the top and we close this up, let's see, will this work? Yes, 4 dirt chunks. Yes. Question is, how big will the resources be as they pop out of here? Oh, they're way bigger. Look how big they are. They're all iron though. All right, there's a drill. There's some gold. Nice. Okay, I think we're actually producing way more gold because those chunks are so much bigger. In fact, if we try and take like the 2 size chunks, so the tier 2 chunk, which is big, and the tier 1, which is a bit smaller. So I'm just going to move this out the way for a second so we get all the different chunks full. So I think that's tier 1. Are they different sizes? No, they're the same size. Okay, there's a different size one. So that's tier 2. That's tier... Are they different sizes? They're pretty similar. I will say that. So I think last time we measured this, the tier 2 compared to tier 1 at surface level, I think that was between like a 5 and 10 times difference. So that's worth 55 coins. This one is worth 76. Oh yeah, so we're so much closer. That almost makes the tier 2 drills like pointless. We've also been making some improvements to the general area because our corporation, we don't just work for ourselves. We don't just work for profit. We like to improve everyone's landscape. So not only have we designed and manufactured our own bridge that helps the people get from one side to the other because that one wasn't good enough for some reason. We've also made beautiful fish sculptures, the fish Nado, as well as given people a choice so they no longer have to use this absolute hideous product of architecture. It's this bridge, the fish bridge. Yet this got the highest ever bridge review score that's ever been recorded. However, I did have some complaints about my score, saying it was unfair. Now, I gave this a 9.7. And you might remember the review of this bridge over here. I docked some points because there was no safety barrier. It wasn't safe. And of course, an engineer's motto is always safety first. So in the comments, a lot of people say, Matt, you're biased just because you built this bridge yourself. You've given this a score without docking points for lack of safety barrier. Well, no, I did actually dock score for lack of safety barrier because I gave this bridge a 9.7 out of 10. And obviously, it would have been a 10 out of 10 if it had the safety barriers. So there you go. I'm not biased. I did knock points for lack of safety barrier. Anyway, let's get into our truck. We can drive across our useful bridge, which gets us... Oh, God. No, we're good. We're good. The bridge is useful. The bridge is useful. Here we go. Here we go. This is a way more efficient way of driving than using this stinking old roads that are everywhere. Anyway, we'll head back to our claim because we've got some work to do today. So basically, I think we're done with the piecrete. I want to move on to a new material and I want to get things snazzy. But I want to use gold, and not just gold. I want to use gold bars to try and make some improvements around here. And actually, if you look down at the comments of the last video, you will see Max, the developer. I think he took my bridge review of his bridge to heart because he gave this one the first and only build in Hydroneer. He gave it a 2.4 out of 10. Now that's just not playing ball game. There's not the strict criteria that I use when I do bridge reviews. And to be honest, if he thinks that is better than that, then he needs to change the name Bridgeport to Bridge Poor. Get it? Because it's got poor bridges. No. Okay. Well, anyway, in order to make enough gold to create whatever I'm going to create to improve the land, we're probably going to need to up our gold production significantly. So if we pour out the iron and we pour out the cloutium, we can take both of these bars, load them into the back of the truck, and then we can drive all the way to that place where we can make some new mining machines. Now, I'm going to try and be clever this time. I'm going to park under that machine, so every mining machine that comes up should drop straight into the back. That is the theory anyway. Meanwhile, I'll put these onto this conveyor and they should go downstairs. And then when we come in here and head down the lift ourselves, avoiding the lift because it's a lot quicker, and we've got strong kneecaps, we can find our bars down here. So we just grab these, head over to the massive anvil and drop them in where they melt nicely. Do the same with the iron. Oh, it doesn't want to melt. Why doesn't it want to melt? What's going on there? Oh, is it because I got this thing and that only takes cloutium? Yeah, take you off. We want this one, the T2 miner, which costs 1,000 iron and 300 cloutium. So now we can put iron in there. Yes, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, down here we have the change from last time, so it's a load of cloutium. But I'm sort of suspecting, because we left this for so long whilst we were building the bridge, we should be able to make a load of these. So let's pull the lever and let's watch the magic happen. There we go, we have one. Then when we put the bars back in and go again, do we have another one? Should I have moved that? I think we have two. And then we'll just keep putting our change back in the smelter until finally we get the annoying sound effect that means we can't make any more. So we'll just go and take these back to our claim by shoving them on this conveyor, because as you can see here, that should go up to the top and into the truck, although I didn't put it in very nicely. All right, there we go. Poof, it's gone. Then once we get out to the surface again, oh yeah, look, they're in the back. Nice. So we drive back to our claim. Obviously, just about stay on all four wheels. That was close. Not quite make it through there. Then we can park up here and grab these and send them down the hole. And basically, I'm just going to extend this network like back that way. So we're going to have to grab our pickaxe. Right, there we go. Next up, I'll put the pipe work in. And to extend this, I've replaced a corner pipe with a T-junction. We're going to keep going that direction. And normally the spacing means we've got to do it like this. So we're going to have a straight pipe there and then another T down to the next one. So we're going to have a gap between each of these machines. Right, for some reason, the game's saying no. I can put it there, I can put it down there, but I can't put it there where I want it. I don't know why. I literally can't see anything there. What? Maybe it's that. I'm a bit worried I'm undermining the structural stability of my ramp up there. Like, I don't understand. I can't put a pipe there. Yeah, I can put it there. So it's definitely not the dirt it's clashing with. Why do you do this to me, game? Why? Why can you go there but not there? Like, look how much space there is around this pipe. All right, so I can put a pipe there in that wall, but I can't put it there in the gap. Of course, game. I've actually found it easier to place these in the wall first and then carve the dirt out afterwards. Anyway, after a whole lot of digging and a whole lot of why are you dripping, we were finally at the point where we could add the machines and the conveyors to the rest of this network. All right, nice. There we go. We are in. Next up, I'll run to the end. I'm going to turn all of these on. Right, so now they are all turned on and they're all producing dirt. So if we go up the top, we should hopefully see that we've got a constant chain of dirt coming through here. Yeah, there's loads coming through because every one of these blobs of dirt turns into a resource at the end of this harvester, which means a near constant supply of gold. Now, next up, we got to decide what we actually want to use these gold bars for. You know what? I feel like this would be a lovely spot for a golden gate bridge. The actual golden gate. And again, because I'm not Josh, I'm going to do this somewhat sensibly. We're going to go into this mod menu, the creative mod, where we can spawn any item we want. Well, look, there's a hard hat. What does a hard hat do? Description to be confirmed. Oh man, there's a hard hat. I'm wearing it. Okay, we're wearing this for the rest of the video. Safety first. But yeah, I'm just going to have a scroll through. Oh, look. Oh, and I'm an idiot. I could have just spawned gold bars. Why didn't I think I could just spawn gold bars, Matt? You knob. Still, I think it's better we do this properly, don't you? All right, so let's put the deck in. Let's blame an architect for making this go through the tree. They didn't check the drawings properly. All right, so that's that in place. This is going to be a big boy bridge. And next up, before we get too far, I should probably actually check that clearing all raw resource using this button here doesn't get rid of gold gold bars. I mean, thankfully, it definitely doesn't get rid of the fish, which I was worried about. So how about we head over to our first claim and next to the fish nado. And what is this you've built here, Matt, you might ask? Well, if you're into your weather, you might know this is how nados are formed. So we'll fly above this, we will select the gold bar, and then we're literally going to press the middle mouse button so that spawns, and then E to drop it. And we're just going to repeat like this for a long time. In fact, we're going to grab the magic wand. We're then going to load up my old friend, the auto clicker, and then we're going to fire away at 1 click a millisecond. And now, as you might see, we've been doing this for quite a few minutes and we haven't really got anywhere. This is because the volume of gold bars is a lot smaller than the volume of a fish. So what I want to try, if we press F6 to turn the auto clicker off, if we then grab another tin sheet, we can sort of lay these above what's already there. Now you can see we have a bit of a gap there, a slither. I don't know if it's going to work, but perhaps we can fill that with gold bars instead. So if we were to drop a gold bar like there, right, that one went down. It could be possible. It's really not going to be easy though. First off, let's make a table. Let's shove a gold bar on it, and then let's pick up our wand. So let's try and get in a position where the gold bars go straight down, sort of like that. And then if we auto click, ooh, yes, this is working. Right, that's sort of filled up now, so I can take a little step backwards and we go again. Right, so as far as I can tell, that's pretty filled up. We got 2 tests to do now. The first being, will the resources stay there when I clear all? Clear. Yes. Okay, so they stay there. They're not a raw resource. That is good. Second test, if we press escape, if we do save and quit to desktop. Guys, are you still there? All right, here we go. We're back. So let's continue the game. And then first off, we remove this front layer so we can see what we've done. Oh, it's a bit gappy. It's very much a little bit gappy. Yeah, but now we can remove this rear layer and we have revealed a gap nado. It's definitely gappy. I'm not sure. Perhaps I need to go a bit thicker maybe. So for example, now we have this which is twice as wide, which hopefully means we can fit a lot more gold in without any issues using the auto clicker, because that is the only way I'm going to be able to do this without losing my sanity. The downside is it's a lot more gold, so we're going to be here quite a few more minutes than we would have otherwise been. I'll tell you what though, I wish this wand and modern stuff was around when I made that bloody gold dam. One of my earlier videos was the gold bar Hydroneer dam, and it took like, I don't even want to, I think it was about 15 hours of work. Gold dam, look at that. Right, I think that's somewhat done. The graphical shaders of the water is not happy. So goodbye outer walls. Oh, this is, oh yes, that is what we're after. So yeah, that side compared to the other side is so much better. I mean, yes, it's a lot more gold, but it's filled to the bottom. That is fantastic. I mean, it's no fish nado, but I think it means we can build a bridge pretty easily. So let's leave our partially completed gold nado and let's go build a bridge. Right, so you've probably just seen a nice montage where we built this. Oh, it's so impressive. I'm so happy with it. Like, look how good it looks. Yeah, thankfully the devs joined me in the chat because they told me rather than an auto clicker, I should be using this. Now this allows you to spawn resources at an alarming rate. And as you can see over here, I've just built a chain. I mean, I would call it a cable, but the fact it's made from loads of little pieces, I'm guessing it's more of a chain. Yeah, and so my final thoughts here, because I've tried like every material while I was on stream, trying to get a decent looking chain that had the strength as well, because it's important. We're doing engineering here. This isn't just architecture. We're trying to make it structurally sound. But yeah, I think what I'm going to do, I might add a little, like a point onto this diamond thing with the gold, and then I'm just going to have like 45-degree chain. Oh god, obviously it will mean that this is going to be a footbridge, but I think you need the time to enjoy like all the scenery. Like, you've got the waterfalls over there. You've got the goldness. You've got the horrible bridge to look at. And then the nice one in the background. So I think it doesn't make sense to use this as like a vehicular bridge. And by the way, if you did want to watch the full stream of this, you can go onto my Twitch VOD channel, the RCE archive, where you can find all of my Twitch streams if you're into that sort of thing. Right, anyway, we need to increase the height of this block on top. First off, we're going to spawn a window, and I'll show you why we're using windows. Again, this came from the devs as well. They were quite handy considering how rude they've been about my bridges. But yeah, if we just do this, then that should allow us to get like way more cables in. Then we'll just put the rest of these windows in, and there's actually a real life bridge that has this sort of design. It has the diamond thing, and then it has the blob on top. I wasn't going to put the blob on top because I'm not actually a fan of it. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you know which one it is. All right, so anyway, then we take this thing, the gold bar dev tool, and we literally just plonk it there. Oh, no, that's wrong way. That's wrong way. Got to be very careful what way the arrow is facing. So we face it that way, and now you can see that is filling up with gold. Now, obviously, that's taking quite a long time, but what we can do, we can just spawn a few more. So I'll shove 2 there, I'll shove 2 that side. So you can see, like, how much quicker this is than using an auto clicker. Like, look at the rate of gold bars. It's insane. I did notice, though, I've missed a window there, so better pop that back in. And the reason we have used windows is because if I grab this magnet on a stick, I can literally give these, like, a little jiggle. Can you see how much space we're gaining? We're basically compacting gold bars, and that will make it shape nice and easily. And again, that came from the dev as well. Like, fair play, they know how to do weird stuff in their game. I mean, they did design that after all. Anyway, I think we're at the point where we need to turn these off. So quickly just drop all these before it goes mental. Right, and then we're pretty much there. Just give this top a bit more of a magnet as well. Right, nice. And those with a keen eye may have noticed the physics do actually like stop working like instantly, meaning if I grab my magic wand, I should just be able to delete these, and I think it's holding. I think that's not just gravity, I think it's the physics feature. Nice. And of course the devs, like, they put this in. Ooh, one fell out. I think they added this to sort of make the game like a lot easier to run. So obviously if this was all still working, like in terms of physics, well, my game wouldn't be running, let's put it that way. I don't think anything would be able to run this many different blocks. Right, so nice. There's that. It means I can delete these gold block things now. I'll delete all these runaway bars as well. Right, and then it's just a case of doing more cables. Now, the way I did this was stairs. So if we grab some stairs, and we do stairs up to the top like that, and then we want to spawn windows up the side. Now, thankfully, we can just do one side with these. We don't need to do both sides. And 4 hours later, I've pretty much got the right idea for this now. So all we got to do is grab this shard bar thing. We place it sort of there, and then we watch the shard bars fall down. Then after about 5 minutes, it starts to look like this, where it all starts piling up. But you actually want it to do that because you still want some to fall backwards. Right, and then we just grab it, move it up a few steps, and then we watch all of these just bounce past everything you've made onto contemplate life. But eventually they start doing what you want them to, and then we literally just rinse and repeat for each one until we're ready to connect this mighty cable to the golden structure. Sorted. Right, and then with that done, we can drop that. We can then do the bit that I hate, moving the stairs from here. And why do I hate it, you ask? Well, quite often when we take these stairs out, we lose a lot of bars from underneath. So yeah, we do have a few gaps in these cables, but it's fine. Right, and then we're sort of at the point where the frame rate is lagging a bit, probably because of how many bars we have scattered about the place. So this is where we want to grab our wand, and then we start doing the cleanup. And now this is super satisfying. It's sort of like Power Wash Simulator. So our deck looks like this currently, and after a lot of this, it then looks a lot better. But then when you look up at the cables, you can see it's a bit messy up there. So essentially we just do some like shaving of the cables. Now this is a very important engineering procedure, nothing to do with architecture. And then we're pretty much done on this front side. That is looking decent, but we've still got this side to do. Right, so after hours and hours and hours, and I've decided to do this on the hottest day of the year. It's 30 degrees outside, and I'm sat in a small contained room with a 3090 GPU pushing this game to its limits. But look, as you now walk across this hideous bridge, you now have a choice. You can turn your head right to see a bit of a bilf, a very fishy bilf. But if that's not your style, then perhaps as you're walking onto the bridge, you can look left and see this new bridge. And I think the only way I can really express my thoughts about this bridge, which does actually hurt my CPU to look at, it's to do a bridge review. This cable-stayed bridge is an absolute labor of love. Not only is it so shiny, but it's so well built that there's not a gap in sight. The cables are made from the highest quality shard bar material. From certain angles, you can even see the strongest shape. Whilst it's just a pedestrian bridge, and yes, it is sort of unsymmetrical, it's made out of blooming gold, man. What more do you want in life? And the view from the top is just epic. You can look at the waterfalls, you can look at the so therefore I give this a 9.8 out of 10 bridge review. Yeah, so wow, you heard it here first. That's a hell of a score. I think it's probably the highest bridge review score we've ever seen out. That saving really hurts my frame rate, but yeah, I reckon I've improved the game immensely. This place is no longer bridge poor, it's bridge rich. Yes, I renamed this town. Now you might be asking yourself, Matt, why would you waste all that gold building that bridge over there? Why would you waste hours and hours of fishing building that bridge over there? When there's already a bridge, you're standing on it, you're using it. Well, if we just hop over this way and take a look at this bridge from the side, this actually has the lowest bridge review score I've ever given a bridge. And actually, it was my first ever bridge review I've ever done in a game. So yes, a year and a half ago, I gave this bridge a C+. Now that score doesn't exist in the modern era of bridge review scoring. So we need to convert that C+ into an actual score. Now we've got some idea of how we can score this, because if we head down this ledge, you can see there is a log. Now this log, it also acts as a bridge. And this has had a bridge review score. We gave this bridge the score of whatever I gave this bridge +1. So let's do a bridge review that converts the imperial to metric score. And obviously this is a nice bridge. So we're giving it a score of 6.9, meaning this bridge gets a score of 5.9 out of 10. Bridge review that converts imperial to metric, because I can't remember what score we're doing. And with that out of the way, you might be asking, well, Matt, what was the purpose of that? Why are you doing this to me? Well, today we have a new challenge, because there's currently 3 bridges here. 2 absolute bilfs, and then this horrible thing. Which means the historic mining town of Bridge Poor is no longer poor of bridges, because we have 2 decent ones and only 1 bad one. The aim today is to turn this from Bridge Poor into Bridge 4. So yes, we are going to be building 1 more bridge here to make 4 crossings, and it's going to be beautiful. I'm a bit worried about if my frame rate is going to survive, if I'm honest, because this one, if we get close to it, like the frames, they're really not happy with this layout. I mean, I'm not even sure where we're going to do it. I'd like to do it sort of, maybe we could span across here down into there. My only concern is we do have a bit of a level difference. And now the devs, they were very cheeky. They put a very nice little slope to be able to cope with that. Unfortunately, us players of the game, we don't have access to such materials. We can only lay a flat deck or steps. So to start off with, we got to pick a sort of a building material, if you like. And way up high in the mountains, back at my base, we have this. It's already set up. So what I was thinking, perhaps I could get rid of this, and then we could take a conveyor belt over to where the bridges are and build out of gemstones. Now, obviously, I could go to the shop and I could build all the pipes, all the conveyor belts, and I could spend about 30 hours just getting the conveyor belts into place. Or I can just press F7 and I can use the creative mod to do this sensibly. So we just want some pipe, and we're literally just going to be building in this direction. So we'll keep building pipes this direction. And yes, as expected, we're coming up to a tree directly. So we'll wang a corner on like that. So our pipe network goes over this way, and then I think what we're gonna have to do, we've got quite a big level difference, and there's also another thing to consider, the pressure drop. Now let's go fill this with conveyor belts first. So we want a corner piece there, and then just loads of straight conveyors. And if you're wondering why I was doing a pipe network, that's because conveyor belts have to sit on top of a pipe. They won't work otherwise. So after a bit more of this, we finally got to the corner piece. It means we can shove that in, and then we're conveyor belted up to this end. Now, the question is this so far away from the water source that there won't be enough water pressure? So we've just shut the door on that. We've got the system running now. All we need to wait for are for some gems to make it through here. These will polish them, and then they'll head off that direction. So we're just waiting for a gem cluster to come out. Oh, there's one. There is one. It's got emeralds in it. So if we wait down this end, you see it gets polished, and then it's heading off in this direction. Yes, I think the water pressure is failing. Can you see the conveyors? They're a bit stuttery. I mean, down here we're barely moving. So what I'm thinking, if I have the gems drop off like I am about to, perhaps we can have like a catcher here and then a new conveyor with the water source to take them this direction. Basically, you want to end up around about here. So we might have to do a few different water intakes. All right, let's quickly go and turn this off before we make a mess. We want to end up about here. I really shouldn't be doing this while looking at the gold bars. My CPU's like, no, Matt, what are you doing to us? Right, bit of a balls up. We've got a boulder in the way. Now, I don't think, although we can get a pipe through there, I imagine a conveyor belt will absolutely annihilate that. So what I might do, I might actually do like a higher run here, and then I can do a water intake. But I don't want to use this water intake. No. That is for architects. I want to use the engineering one. I can click this dev button. Look at this. Oh, it's purple. It's shiny. I'm pretty sure this means all the water will be filtered. It will be full pressure. Basically, it is the engineer's water intake. Which, saying that, I should probably go replace this one down here. So you can see that's where we want to aim for. That's still quite a long way. Question, can I do something like that and then do vertical pipes down? Oh wait, I don't even need to go down. Oh, the dev thing makes this think there's water anywhere, so it doesn't actually need to go in water. Okay, that's a lot more sensible. That's a lot easier to use. Nice. Now, unfortunately, conveyors can only go up. We can't put conveyors down, so we are going to have to use gravity to get the gems down to that level. But I have a little solution of how we're going to get down without losing any gems and stuff. All right, let's see as well, because we lose power somewhere around here. Can I just replace that with one of these? Yeah, look, they're all moving now. Can I put a conveyor belt on it? I can, but I don't think it works. Okay, thankfully I can just do that, wang that there, and then put a conveyor back on top. Yep, that is working fine. Nice. So we're going to have to do the same here. We're going to need a corner for that sort of thing. And then where's that dropping? If we follow the dripping water, it's landing there. Sweet. So that's all fine. Nice. Next up, we'll put the corner conveyors in, and then all the straight conveyors. And then once you put the final few conveyors on, we're then ready for the level drop. Now, it's a long way down, so I think if I just let gravity do its thing, it's not going to work very well. So we're going to have a go at using the funnel. Now, I'm not going to lie, I haven't had much luck with the use of funnels before, but I'm sort of hoping if we do this and then just stack them. I'm pretty sure I've seen other content creators stack funnels. Maybe not this tool, but I'm pretty sure it's potentially maybe a thing. All right, then we just want to fill in all of these gaps. And then we're at our golden bridge. Ooh, it's so shiny. So nice. I got slated in the comments, by the way, you bastards. I put a lot of time and work into this, and people are saying it's a product of architecture. It's clearly engineering, clearly. Anyway, we keep going past this bridge, and I do know somewhere along here we're probably going to want to put another water input, but that's fine for now. We'll just go all the way. I mean, there's a chance with the dev water input, we might not actually need to. It might be like infinite power. And then here we go over the 5.9er. Oh, I feel like I'm losing like bridge intelligence just by being this close to it. Don't worry, we're nearly there. We are nearly there, because I believe it was somewhere around here we're going to put our span. So we're pretty much ready to build the bridge. We've just got to shove our conveyors on here. Oh dear, I'll see you in about half an hour, guys. Anyway, the conveyors are finally in. That took a lot longer than I thought it would. I feel like I need to redo the intro of this video to... Hey there, it's Matt. Welcome to Let's Engineer It Out. Oh, that was such a bad impression. Sorry, Josh. But yes, you can see down this end, we have the water flowing out, but the conveyors are not moving. So we do need to do a bit of tweaking. So it looks like here is fine. Here's about halfway. So if we just grab, say, that one, shove that on my bridge. See, my bridge has come in handy. Yes, it's a working platform. And now you can see, oh man, build so much speed. Look how much faster that conveyor is than that one. But now if we head down this end, yep, we've just about got movement. Okay, sweet. So next up, we got to decide where the bridge is going. We need to finalize this. So that is the height of over there. I mean, it's not great for getting on this side. I'm not going to lie to you. Although perhaps we could build it at that level. So I think I could surely I could use the tin ramp. So question, will the truck have power to get up this? I mean, I can walk up it pretty quickly, but if we grab this truck, drive it through, oh no, I've literally done an Austin Powers. All right, so we'll take this down here. Oh, what a jump. Oh my goodness. We landed it. Oh, we didn't quite land it. Yes, we did. All right, so we can use this hideous old bridge. Okay, we don't quite fit, but we can head over this way, up this ramp. Oh, if I can get up here, it can easily get up my slope. All right, so my aim is you'll be driving from that claim back there. You'll be coming along here. You won't have to go left to the old bridge anymore. You can just come and use this one. Oh, we can get up there easy. So we'll just keep building this ramp up. And then is that the right height? I think that might be the right height. So if the floor was that height, let's just keep going left. We'll end up there. That is perfect. So we'll just do a bridge deck like this. There we go. She is in, but obviously this is being held up by the see-through scaffolding. Very, very modern techniques these days. Scaffolding is pretty ugly, so we do make them see-through so you can't see them. Invisiscaff is the trade name. But yeah, so we need some support. All right, then after placing a few tin sheets about, we sort of have this, which is like a nice basic layout for a suspension bridge. Now, I guess the question is, what do we use our gems for? Do we use them for the pillars or do we use them for the suspension cables? That is the question. I think I'm going to continue building this on stream. So if you want to watch the full version, go to my RC archive channel. But otherwise, I'll see you in a few minutes for what we come up with. Right, so after about 2.5 hours of streaming and then another 2 hours of just me playing on my own, this is where we've got to. I'm actually super proud with how it's looking. I've done all the vertical cables. Obviously, we've used wood there because wood is very good in tension. You can see our cables are very, very gemmed up at the moment. These ones, I still have to remove all of the glass and stuff. But this one here, that's already happened. Super pleased with how that's come out. I did accidentally, I nudged a few up there, so we might have to do some repair work there. But first, we've got a few cables here that need to be filled with gems. Now, I did actually use this to start with, but I think the rate of gems that were coming out of my mine was about, well, just here, have a look at the footage. This was me trying to do it with the actual conveyor belts. Like, I would have been there for probably like 200 hours. Because look, there's a lot of gems needed to do a project of this scale. So I'm going to show you guys the solution I did to fill these up. And yes, as you've guessed, it's using the dev resource spawner again. Because you can actually select all your different jewels to use. So we can get an emerald one, a ruby one, and a sapphire one. And all we got to do, we've just got to plonk these. So the gems go in there. So let's just quickly bung the other ones in. So rubies are now entering, and then the emeralds are now entering. And look, you can see they're all falling down this chute, and they're currently stopping there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab my magnet, because everyone knows gemstones are magnetic, and then we can just shuffle these along. So if we get like down like this, we can move them way to the back. And of course, we're trying to do this without making a mess. I don't want any to fall out the sides, because I did spend about an hour clearing up all the gems. So there were literally gems like everywhere. So yeah, ideally you don't want to do that again, but I probably will end up having to. Balls. Yeah, there you go. Called it. Right, and then it's just a case of, as these all fall down, we've just got to keep compacting these, sort of shuffling all the gaps together, similar to how we built that beast over there. Right, and then we've got to the point where I've put these, sort of got a lid on here, because it gets a bit steep that gems would fall back. Thankfully, we can magnet through this glass, so we can sort of just shuffle these to try and compress. We don't want any air gaps in this. I mean, everyone knows the only way to get gemstones strong is to have no gaps between them, but otherwise they make the perfect cable. And I can assure you, I've used gemstones not to be aesthetically pleasing at all. No, that would be immature. Very immature of me. I'm purely using these because they're very, very good in tension. The perfect cable material. Right, anyway, now we're at the top, we can remove all of these because that is pretty much done. All I've got to do, there's a few, you can see there's a few gaps down here. So we're just going to fill those in a little bit with different gems, give it a bit of a magnet stick. Oh, I just dropped a load over the edge. All right, and then we're done. That is completed. So now we've just got to do these things. Yeah, nice. So this is just the ramp up because you can see I did a test drive. It didn't go very well. But that was more my driving skill rather than the actual bridge design. The bridge works flawlessly. And that's even before these cables are in. That just shows the engineering that's gone into this. Like, honestly, I feel like this could be the first ever 10 out of 10 bridge. I'm very, very intrigued see what our independent bridge reviewer will give this bridge. Right, and then I think that side's done. We've just got to do this side, and then we're going to be sorted, meaning we can remove all of the formwork, and the reveal should be good. I mean, annoyingly, I'm also going to have to delete all of those conveyors, which it took so long to put them in. The good news is, though, I learned that this funnel system works perfectly. I didn't lose one gem around here. Oh, actually, what's that? Okay, I only lost one gem around here. Right, and about half an hour later, we're finally done on these cables, which means we can do the tidy up. So we've just got to right click on every single gem, trying not to right click on the floor because that will delete the floor. And then as you can see, my deck is clean. A little bit worried what the YouTube captions are going to put for that. Meaning we can place this floor back, and then look, we've got a perfect floor. Nice. All right, next up, in an attempt to make my game run a little bit better, I'm just going to clean up all the gems that fell down here. There's a few about, there's not too many. But whilst I'm down here doing this, I can show you my lovely bridge foundations. Check these out. Look at that. They are not going to get washed away in a hurry. I think this bridge it's been so elegantly engineered. It's actually beautiful. But yep, looking at the water, it looks like we've done the tidy up. I think that means we are ready for the reveal. Yeah, and I guess we want to start from the top. So let's do these side panels first. So we'll just get rid of all of those. Then we'll do these top panels. And then we've got the risky bit to do. We've got to do the underside. Now, sometimes you do get a loose bit of gem, but actually, this is going very, very well. I tell you what, I think I did close my game in between this. I think closing the game is sort of the key to having this work successfully. Nice. I'm going to have to trim the cable a bit. It is a bit chunky in places. All right, and there we go. I think that is one cable down. So let's do these little piddly ones. All right, nice. Now we've just got the main cable in the middle. Now this is the big boy one. A little bit nervous about this, but here it goes. So side panel reveal, then do the inside as well, and then the outer slopes and the under slopes. And thankfully, yeah, it does look like there's no gems falling out. Right, I'm not gonna lie, that's actually looking delicious. It's like I've made it out of Skittles or something. I want to lick this bridge's cable. Anyway, now we just do the other side. Delete these conveyor belts and pipes because they're no longer needed. And after a couple more hours, as we drive along here, rather than going left to the normal bridge, we can just come straight ahead. And we're on to our new bridge, complete with safety barriers. There is no falling off this bridge. It's pretty much perfect. Like, look, and then you're straight onto this road as well. I mean, coming from this direction, look at this site. Who in their right mind is going to go right and pick that bridge when we have this one? And I think all we have left to do is a bridge review. We have a huge suspension bridge, the first ever one seen in Bridgeport, complete with gemstone cables perfectly shaved to an adequate structural reliability factor, suitable for both pedestrian traffic and vehicular traffic thanks to an ingenious ramp design and very strong support system. Now this is the largest spanned bridge in Bridgeport, which I am officially renaming to Bridge 4 now. This allows for huge vehicles to pass underneath, unlike this monstrosity, which is responsible for disastrous bridge puns like this. Ow, I wouldn't have hit my head if I had ducked. If I had ducked. Viaduct. The foundations of this bridge mean the bridge piers will never get washed away. And the cables not only hold the bridge up, but they prevent vehicles from falling off the edge. Overall, this is the best filth I have ever seen in my life. And I think the only appropriate score for this, it's got to be, can't believe I'm actually saying this, it's a 10 out of 10. The perfect bridge. Bridge review. Oh, wow. I'm absolutely gobsmacked. This bridge, we succeeded, guys. We got a 10 out of 10. We built a perfect bridge. All it took was about 6 hours of work and painstaking patience. But most importantly, the name change. Finally, we are no longer Bridgeport. We are Bridgeport. Let's get in our truck and we will drive over to the shop, because now that problem is finally fixed. We can actually crack on with playing the game as you're meant to. We're going to be mining gold, but we're going to be heading up here because I want to make things a little bit easier on myself. I want to attempt to try and use some of these things, which I've never really dabbled in. These are all the logic parts and they should enable us to do some automation. So let's grab a logic smelter, grab a few magnets, a load of wires, a load of buttons, a load of... what the hell are these? Shove them all in the back of the truck, and then we'll drive what you would assume would be the wrong way to our claim. But actually, if we can drive under here, not only do we get a good view of all of our bridges, but I think once we get to this waterfall, we can press the unstuck button. Yes, and we have teleported back to our claim. So over in our truck, let's grab this. This is the logic smelter, and the idea here is we replace these normal smelters with that one, and then we don't have to click on these in order to pour the bars out. So let's get rid of all of these. All right, and then let's see how we want these to attach. They've got wires in the side. That's how you turn them on and off. And basically when you turn them on, that's when they smelt and they sort of ping out a bar. So we're going to need a bit of adjustment here, because if you look up here, you can see I don't think the gold and stuff will actually reach in there. I think we need to go a little bit higher. And then we have that. So now we just need to plumb these up with logic cables and stuff, and we should see as resources go up there, yep, they plop in and then they're melting. Nice. So now if I press this button, yes, okay, so the bar comes out this way, which is exactly what we wanted. Oh no, but it needs to be pressed again. Oh no, okay, so it needs to be pressed again. Does it? How do I get it to reset? Right, what if we try this? This is a logic lever. So if you look at the bottom, a logic button outputs a value logic of 1, whereas a logic lever does a value of 1 or 0. Yes, okay, so 1 makes it go that way, and then when you close it, that does a 0. So I think if we connect this up between the switch, yeah, this is what I want, a logic flip-flop hook. Hook that on top, and then when we press that, that goes down. If I press again, okay, that's good. That is good. This is now a lever, basically. So I guess the question is, how do I want these bars to work afterwards? Do I just want straight conveyor belts? I guess I need to figure out, do I want all of these to go at the same time, or when the bars are the same size? Because in here, I've got this. Now, this is a logic counter. So basically, I can attach this to a conveyor belt. Is that going to go up to 1? It went up to 1. Nice. So I think we can probably do some logic to say when that hits a certain number to trigger this down here. Oh, this is... I quite like this. All right, so all I've done here, I've just literally connected the wire to everything. Right, so basically every time that number goes up, a thing is coming out here, and it was triggering that. So I've just taken that off. You can see now, as a shard comes through, that sparks. So basically, this reading comes out the side. It then goes down and does that. We want it to go up. When it gets to a certain point, we want it to trigger the top. That should reset the number. So I think that's where we actually want to use these weird looking ones. So this compares if A is bigger or equal to B. So I guess we want our thing to come out of there. So we'll get rid of that for a second. Swap P with a corner. So then on B, I guess that's where we need to input our number. So this might be where we use this, our logic keypad. So if we wang that there, we can make this number. We'll change it to 60 and then we'll see if that works. Hopefully when it gets to 60, it will reset. Oh no, it's reset already. Why have you reset already? Compares if A is bigger or equal to B. Oh, I've just realized it outputs a 1 or a 0. So basically how this works, if this number is greater than whatever's on this number, then out the top of it comes a 1. And if it's not greater than, then a 0 comes out. So I've got to use something that will hold back everything apart from the ones, like this one, the logic validator hook. Only lets a logic value pass if it's 1 or greater. So if I wang that on that bit, then assuming this is set up right, this should only reset on whatever we have back here. Let's change it to 5. There's 4. So hopefully when 5 comes through, there it is. There's number 5. So the next one, that should reset. Yes, it's reset. And then it counts again. Yes. Okay, so we've got it. So basically, we've just got to set this up so that out the top, we have another splitter, and that goes down to this to trigger that as well. And then that means however many shards we put in the back here, that is what will trigger this, and that will reset the counter. Oh, nice. Okay, I think I understand. Hopefully you guys understand. I'm not sure if I explained that very well. All right, so I've got this all sorted. So I've moved the validator thing there. That lets only a 1 pass through. So the 1 comes up here. It goes down. It should reset that. And then it comes down the front. And then we need to do some clever stuff because we basically want to trigger this twice. Because every time we want this to go off, we want it to happen twice. First with a 1, then with a 0, so that it opens and then closes. Now we got this thing from before. This is the flip-flop hook. So that turns whatever goes into it from a 1 into a 0, then a 1, then a 0. So I think that's what we want, like the last thing before it enters this smelter. We just need something up here to turn the 1 input into 2 inputs. Now perhaps that's as simple as literally just doing a T where we get 2 sparks or just the 1. Yeah, so now every shard we get sparks. So now I want to know if I were to put those back into each other, what comes out the bottom? So with a loop there, it looks like just 1 spark is coming out. Okay, that's fine. What if we put a delay on this one? So I got this, which is a 1 second delay. So if that goes on there, so 1 spark, 2 sparks. Yes! Okay, so if we shove that on, that should give this 2 different signals. So it's done that, and then it didn't close. All right, let's just shove some of these shards on to trigger it again. All right, let's see. Does this spark twice? 1, 2. So it sparks twice. Okay, I think what's happening then is the number that's coming down first is the wrong one. It's like a 1 or a 0. It's got to be the opposite one first. But look, you can see here, that's stuck open. When I pull that lever, it does nothing. But when I press it again, it does do something. So that's why I know that it's the wrong number getting down here. Okay, after countless hours. This took so long. This took like longer than the bridges. But I finally come up with a very, very simple mechanism to make this work. Oh, Matt, what have you done? All right, so basically, I swapped these countery things because I realized counting isn't the most useful thing to do. So I've replaced them with these things, which are, they measure the weight. So basically, this one here, that's measuring the weight of whatever's in the smelter. You can see there's a little shard in there, so it weighs 4. And then wherever I set this keypad to, that's the weight that the smelter will eject the bar at. So when that hits 20, the bar will come out. So basically, that sends a signal all the way out the back to this greater than or equals thing, which is attached to the keypad. That's how it knows when to let the signal go this direction. So when it's over 20, it will go this direction, and then it gets split off here. One way, it goes down straight to the smelter. So that triggers it to be ejected. If we go back to the T and we follow it in the other direction, it comes down here to this diode, which only allows signals to go in one direction. Because we've got like a reset mechanism, we don't want that going back and mess with all this. So after that, there is this T, and then one of these goes off this way and into the top of that, and that basically just turns that number 20 or whatever it was using this into a 1 or a 0. And then here we've got another weight reader, and I've set these a few conveyor belts apart just to give it a bit of time because we want to make sure the bar's fallen out before this gets reset. And basically this detects when there's a bar in front of it. So I tried to be clever. I knew that if this weighed 20, it would be ejected. So this would have detected a 20. So if it's linked up to this, which will detect the 20 bar going underneath it, then that would trigger everything, but it didn't always work like that. So essentially on the back of this, where this cable comes off along here, I've got another one of those which turns whatever number it was into a 0 and then resets this. So essentially, if this detects anything on this conveyor belt, it will send a signal back to this and it will reset the smelter. Does that make sense? Probably not. Look at it. It's a mess. You could probably condense it into the number of wires, but I wanted to keep mine like 2 wires wide so that I could repeat this for these ones. But anyway, let's come over here. Let's turn it on and we'll see if it works. So that is shut. You can see the time is reset. So that's on 4 because the shard has just gone in. So that will go up, and when it hits 20 again, you will see the bar gets ejected, goes along there, gets detected by that. That closes back up. Sorted. Okay, finally, this is working. The only thing I'm a bit concerned about, I've had it happen a couple of times where basically a couple of shards come up at once. So actually, I think it might happen here. There's 2 there. So did you see what happened there? The bar came through, but a shard has fallen through underneath. That's because they came through at the same time, and only one was needed to make the smelter measure 20. So only one of them melted. So what I think I need to do is head over to here. We've got our magnet in the back of our truck. Right, I think I fixed this. I basically added a magnet that happens straight after. I'm just not sure what will turn the magnet off. Right, seems like I've done something wrong. My magnet's constantly on. For some reason, we're getting a signal through there all the time. Now, we're only meant to get a signal if this weighs more than 20. Right, so I got it to work. The reason it wasn't working is because the magnet was like defaulting to on. I had to default it to off. And then when this works, that does that, then that drops to the next one. So that's actually working pretty well. It's not perfect though. So basically I've got a 1 second delay on the magnet. Otherwise it was dropping these into like the open smelter. But obviously that means our problem of if two shards come up really close to each other, because there's a second delay, that second one's still going to drop beneath like that one did. So I think if I had this one with a 1 second timer and then another magnet that didn't have a timer, that would cover like the sort of 2 seconds that I need. The trouble is within this 2 block width, there's like no way to get another magnet in there. Like perhaps I could put one there. No, I tell you what, give this a proper fair test. Let's take the shards off there and let's put iron on, because we know there's a lot more iron. So I think this will be a proper test in terms of overloading it a bit. So there we go. The thing is on. We've got, oh look, most of them are in that magnet. Ooh, I think I might have fixed this. We'll let it run a few more times, make a few more bars. But yeah, that magnet seems to be doing the business. I don't think that one's doing anything really. Oh no, one got through. Damn, one piece got through. What if there is a piece over here? This turns off water, so I could turn off the conveyor belts. What if I were to shove it on there and then replace that with a T? Right, let's see. When a bar gets made, does this conveyor stop? No, it doesn't. Oh yeah, if you look at that valve, I think it's got to be connected to a straight. If we grab that, shove it on that pipe, shove that one down there, and this one on top. Right, so it's good. Well, it's nearly good. This stops the water, which stops the conveyor belt, which means no shards can get down there, which is great. But it also stops this conveyor belt, which means this bar can't be detected to turn this back on in time. Urgh. So what if instead of this water running underneath, what if instead this pipe was on its own network? This front conveyor should always be running, even if this one is turned off. Right, and then all we've got to do is get this logic thing to default to always be on. So I think if I just attach it when a bar's being made, so basically right on my screen, as soon as that moves now, I press that. Look at the mess I've made, by the way. Absolute carnage, this. Oh dear. Well, anyway, this seems to be pretty successful. We're getting a lot of bars. I mean, we're not getting too many spare bits of resource down there. So I feel like this is probably good enough to expand on to the other 4 arms despite its downfall. And then we're going to see how much gold can we get. So once again, I'll see you in a bit. Right, so hopefully you just saw a montage of us building this on stream. The dev joined us on stream, and I'm sorry, we're gonna have to leave this here because it's so exciting. Look what they did. So if we head over to this original bridge, yes, the one that we rated a very, very low 5.9, we can head under here because the game has just been updated. And if we look for the strongest shaped rock as our guidance, we can head to this pole to the right of it. And if we look around the back of it, it's graffiti in my name. It's the score, 5.9 out of 10. RCE. That's me. Yes, I got an Easter egg. That's so cool. It's so cool. It does make me feel a little bit guilty for doing this on stream, live in front of the dev's very own eyes. Yeah, but still, I mean, it's 5.9. Like, come on. Also, this bridge over here, my Twitch chat, they made me do this. I'm not proud. I'm really not proud. But to be fair, I was bribed. So I'd like to say destroying bridges is too far for me, but I mean, every engineer has his price, right? But yes, thankfully that was on a different save, so our bridge is still standing. I mean, it was still standing anyway. It took 2 nukes and it was fine. Anyway, back to over here, the automation, because look down here, we've got bars for days. Well, except for Cloutium, because that stuff is rare. But yes, all these bars sort of show that this works almost flawlessly. I think the only change I need to make is moving this magnet because we've got to the stage. We tried a few different things out on stream trying to get this to work. We do still drop the odd bit of resource, but I think we could potentially fix it if we move this magnet from there. I think if it was there, it might work. So I guess first things first, I'll show you what the problem is. So if we close that up, yep, the dirt is on its way now. Also, by the way, this new update, it changes the look of the dirt depending on what level it is. And I think now you can only get Cloutium if your drills are below ground. So if your drills are like up here, you won't actually get any Cloutium. So yeah, looking down, you can pretty much see that. Very much two different types of ore. Also on stream, we fixed the conveyor belt thing. So let's head over here. So we're going to look at the iron. Once that gets to 100, there you go. The bar goes out. The bar's going along the conveyor. Everything else stops. The magnets turn on. The conveyor belt stops. But if we watch for long enough, you'll notice sometimes these magnets, they don't work as quickly as you want them to. Like there, did you see that? That bit of iron ore, it slipped through the net. It didn't actually get melted. It dropped through while the floor was open. And then we've just got to move everything about a bit to get that magnet to go there. I think the easiest way of doing this is just to move everything up. So if I take that out, move everything up one. Right, so I think this middle one is done. So the line that takes iron, hopefully we fix that. Let's close that up and let's see if having a magnet there helps the situation. Hopefully it does. Right, so the reading down there, it's about to come up to 100. So we should see both the magnets come on and stop anything dropping in. Yes, nice. And then it drops them. That closes. They all dropped in. Okay, that one works fine. I'm just going to sit here and watch like 4 or 5 more and see if there's any times where ores don't make it into the smelter. Oh, this is working. This is actually working. Right. I think we fixed it. I think we've actually fixed this machine. Oh, we've actually done it. So all I've got to do then is like move all these magnets up to that position on the retrospective lines. And then we've made a fully automatic bar making machine. Look at all the iron bars. Don't you love to see it? Right, so here we have it, a perfectly automated bar making machine. I think it's been fully tweaked so that oh no, is that a bit of iron? That's a bit of iron. Okay, so one bit of iron in all of those bars does make it through. But overall, I would say this is a massive win. It works almost flawlessly. And whilst it might look complicated, it's actually fairly simple. I think next time I need to automate this. This is my gem compressor. So if I do that, all the gems inside, they get compressed. So I just have one of each. So perhaps I could hook that up with wires and maybe to a stop valve to stop the other gems getting in there while it's doing its thing. But yeah, I guess next time we're going to see, can we automate actually making jewelry? I don't think it's possible. It might be. I'll have to look into it. Maybe there's a mod we can use instead. But yeah, since my frame rate is absolutely rinsed, I think we're going to be starting on a new level for this. Oh wow, I'm just walking around. What is this? Coming soon. Ooh, there's a load of new stuff. Oh man, is that a crane? They've got a giant crane. I don't think they've still got the hang of how trusses work yet, though. That don't look very stable, Max. That does not look very stable. But look at the size of that anchor. What? So yeah, something new is going down up here. I know that there's a farming update coming. Very excited about that. But today I'm going to do some farming of my own. Now, some of you may have seen before, there is a fishing mini game in here. Basically, in this game, you can go fishing. So you can shove your rod in there. You can wait for a bite. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait, there you go. And then we have a fish. And if it is the right fish, which is a shrimp, this is not a shrimp, you can plop it in the bucket and then you get the next rod. Now, I've done this before. You may have seen my video. I worked up, I unlocked the master rod. And look, here it is. What an absolute beast of a rod. And the benefits of this one over my first basic fishing rod, well, not a lot really. Like they basically look the same. They get similar sized fish. But still, I've been assured it is better. So we're going to be using this. And we're going to be doing our best to try and make a living as a fisherman in this game. So first off, a bit more fishing. Wait, that's not a fish. That's a boot. That's a stanky boot. Well, anyway, we can still sell the boot for a nice 1C. That's C for quid, probably. And then if we just rinse and repeat that a few more times, we end up with, ooh, 8,912 quid. So we can take this, and we can come over to here, South Hope. It costs 6,600 quid. So, boosh, that is now ours now. And, whoa, this has changed. Why has it got such a big hill on it? It's literally a mountain of dirt. So I feel like they made the gold mining better value here. Anyway, we're not here for that. Why did I pick this claim, you might ask? Because it's by the sea. It has a beach. I mean, it also has a dock over here as well. Now, first off, we're going to head to the shop because we're going to need some supplies. So I'm going to head into Conveyor Nation. We're going to want some straight conveyors, some vertical conveyors, which aren't vertical. That's proper architect description, that. As well as different corner pieces and all sorts. And then over in the tools and equipment shop, which if you head into this skull, you'll realize it's also Blitz's house, but we will not keep out. We can buy some of these furnaces. So if we shove this water intake in the water, so it actually gets water out of it. There we go, that looks good. Well, actually, that sort of looks like there's a submarine there. But if we then build a bit of a pipe network like that, we can then shove conveyors on these, and you'll see they're now moving in the direction that the water's flowing. Meaning after a bit more building, we've then got a whole conveyor line, which should take anything from the sea that we put in it over this direction. Right, so I built a little wooden thing so I can stand here and just fish straight onto it. We've got my rod rack here and my master rod, as well as a furnace. Now, I want to do a little test because a little birdie has told me you can actually cook fish. So there is, okay, that's not a fish, that is a crab. Creator of the crab walk. First things first, I think I'm going to head to the shop and just see what this is worth. So it's on the table. Shop says it's worth 41 quid. Interesting. Let's quickly head back and let's put it in here and see, does it cook or was I ripped off? Oh, there we go. There we go. Not going to lie, you look a little bit burnt in my opinion. Anyway, let's go have a look. Has the price gone up from 41 quid? Oh, it's now worth 1. Okay, I think it may have got burnt. Well, let's leave that there. Let's try and catch a fish, I guess. Yeah, you've got a fish. Okay, so this is... Oh, it's a tuna. Let's just see if we shove this in. Is this going to burn or is this going to cook? Maybe it needs to be like above the heat. Or is that cooked already? Yeah, that's now burnt. Okay, so you can... I think you can cook things. I mean, it's worth a try, isn't it? Yes, okay, so we can burn a boot as well. Can you burn anything in there? I don't know. Anyway, once I stop catching boots, we're going to do a little test and see like how much cooking you can do and whether that increases or reduces prices. We're gonna do it on you, Mr. Mate. So we've got the flying fish there. It's worth 11 quid. Yeah, I've decided to do this in creative mode now, so we've got that there, so I can literally just shove it in, take it out. Has that cooked at all? It's still worth 11. It sort of looks the same actually. So we'll shove it back in again. Maybe leave it like 2 or 3 seconds. Then give that a go. Oh, it's gone up to 12. It has increased in value. Now it's cooked. So now I think it's burnt. Okay, so yeah, basically we can cook fish. That is good to know. So whilst we remember all the victims that got us to this valuable point of information, we're gonna try and grabbing this furnace, and I'm gonna see, can I? Yeah, I can shove it under the conveyor. So hopefully, as the fish comes up here, it should get cooked a bit. Which means I can probably fish from this point. Oh, look at the size of that one. So that went through the flame and it doesn't look cooked in the slightest. I'm sort of thinking if I just cover this in furnaces, that should start to get cooked a bit more. So let's get involved. We're gonna just completely fill this thing. I don't know how many we're gonna need to actually make a well-cooked fish. So ready, come on. There we go. So there's our next fish. Let's sort of follow this and we'll see, does it start cooking? Are you cooking yet? Are you cooking yet? Right, so is it a different color to the other one? It looks identical. That didn't cook at all. All of that didn't cook the fish. What? Okay, well, I don't want to impact on my future mining operations, so I'm going to try and keep this somewhat compact. All right, then we end up with this sort of thing, and then we just need to add a load of furnaces to keep cooking the fish. Now, I'm not sure how many we have, so I've got a load of straight runs. Hopefully, this is going to be enough to be able to cook them. So I've furnaced up all of those bits. My sort of theory is hopefully it'll be cooked by here, and then we'll have cooked fish dropping down, ready to continue the journey. So let's grab the rod, let's get fish in, and let's see what we're going to get this time. So we've got a catch. Oh, it's a big one. It is a big boy. All right, let's put the rod back in there, and let's go follow this and see if it gets cooked. So it passed this bit before, and it didn't get cooked at all. So I'm at least hoping we get round the first corner. Okay, so it's round the corner. It's coming over this way. It doesn't look like it's changed color yet. So yeah, still needs to be cooked as it heads up there. So these are the last of our furnaces. The question is it cooked? It does actually, has it changed color? That might actually be cooked. I mean, it's sort of hard to tell. And actually, something I've noticed, as it gets towards this end, the conveyors are moving much slower. In fact, the final runs down here, they're not moving at all, which means we're going to have to add some more power to our network. And the way we do that is by using one of these over here. So this is a pressure tank. We're going to have to add this to the network. All right, so pressure tank, you go there, which means we can open that from up here. And then we need some shards to make a shard bar. Right, hang on a second. Okay, here we go. Shard bar, so we can drop that in. Oh, I missed completely. We can drop that in there, close the lid, and then, oh my goodness. Okay, YouTube frame rate probably isn't allowing you to see this, but those conveyors are flying, which might actually mean we might need more furnaces. Because I imagine if a fish is traveling faster, it's cooking less. Let's just have a look. Have we fixed the problem? No, judging by the speed of the original fish, I don't think we fixed the problem over here. Okay, what we might have to do, we could perhaps put some more pressure tanks on here. So if I take that one out, replace it with this pressure tank, then we can open that, shove another bar inside. Oh, right, that's gotta be in. Oh, right, I need to engineer a solution to this. What can I do? Right, I think I've got it. If we drop that on there. Oh, it didn't slide at all. If we drop it on there. Oh, right. What about trying to use this magnet? Yes. Okay, it's in. Right, shut the door. Oh, we got speed. Ah! Okay, I think we're good. Fish is now moving at reasonable rates. Although, what's going to happen here? Can you fit under there, fish? Oh. Okay, wasn't expecting that. Right, since everything's moving a lot faster now, we're definitely going to need some more furnaces. So let's furnace up all these straight conveyors. Right, so let's get fishing again. So what have we got this time? We've got, right, it's just a little fish. So he's starting down there. We're going to follow him all the way through and see when it gets burnt, if at all. Oh no, it's burnt already. What the hell? It burnt already? Oh, I don't see the bigger the fish, the longer they take to cook. This could have scuppered my plans. Right, that is a shrimp. I don't want a shrimp. I want a big fish. Now, that's fairly big. I could probably do with a bigger one, mate. I'm sure most blokes think the same as me on that one. Right, so first fish. That hasn't actually burnt yet. The shrimp has burnt. I just heard another one sizzle. Are you burnt now? No, so that one's burnt there. I heard that one burn early. Oh no, the size of the fish determines how much cooking they need. This is a disaster. So we got two choices. We either need to guarantee how big of a fish goes on here, or we need some sort of like sorting machines, or perhaps there's a better way. Like, what if we shove a full-size shark on there? I mean, since that's like the biggest thing in the ocean, maybe we should just be a shark factory. Maybe we don't want normal fish. So let's just test. Will this actually get cooked all the way, or do we need to remove some furnaces? But yeah, whilst we want it nice and crispy on the outside, we do still want it moist in the middle. Okay, so it burnt there. Interesting. So what about a giant lobster? Look how big it is. So if it burns at this point, I think I know how the system works. So the lobster has made it up. Is it going to burn? Is it? Oh no, it hasn't burnt. Okay, so perhaps lobsters take longer to cook. Yeah, it burnt down here. Interesting. What about a giant swordfish perfectly balanced on its spike? Alright, so this is where the shark burnt up. Swordfish seems to be coping better. If I remember correctly, the lobster burnt up somewhere along this conveyor here. Oh, that looks cooked. That does look done. It's still going though. Oh, so it got to there. That's a record. Anyway, we're also testing the world's biggest crab. Proper giant crab, that one. As well as a giant monkfish, a giant pufferfish, as well as a king prawn, and the world's biggest tuna. Oh, look at the monkfish up there. Oh no, the crab fell off. Okay, the crab fell off. We'll shove that back on. Okay, that burnt as well. That fell off just before it burnt then. That was good timing. But yeah, I basically just wanted to know if any of these can get through the flame, or whether I should be adjusting my oven temperature rather than adjusting the food I'm trying to cook. Anyway, I won't lie, it's not looking great for my cooking adventure. A lot of burnt food coming through. So perhaps I need a few less furnaces. Anyway, let's just try and put this thing through its paces. Let's see if adding more fish means more burnt food or more well-cooked food. Ah, yes, that should do it. That should do it. Mmm, fish. It smells so good up here now. Oh no, we have a fish clog. We have a fish clog. Yeah, not looking great up there. Not gonna lie. At least they're not all getting burnt though. That's a win, I think. Well, as fun as it would be to just sit here and fish the whole time, I've got some mining to do, so I need to set this up so it works automatically. Oh, by the way, I've just reloaded my save, and I brought the fish back to life. Interesting. So if they do get burnt, it's not over. Anyway, these guys are still clogging up the machine, so let's just see. Do these count as a raw resource? Oh no. Okay, so we might have to do some tidying up at some point, but for now, let's see how we're gonna automate this. So, in this game, as well as the fishing rods and stuff, there's also one of these, a fishing pot. So, you can just shove that in the water. And if you wait long enough, then a fish will appear. Can you see that? There's a little fish. There's a little fish. Now, in order to get them out, I have to grab that and then come over to here and then shove it on my conveyor belt. That isn't automated. So, we need a way to automatically get fish onto the conveyor belt from the trap. Now, the trap has to be placed in the water. So I've placed traps all the way over to here. So that means we've got to put pipe work all the way along here. Then we've got to put conveyors on top of the pipes. And then we're sort of done, but we still don't have a way to get the fish out of the pots onto the conveyors. Unless we use one of these, a logic magnet. So if we were to just test this up here where we have loads of fish already, as soon as we place these, we don't even need to power them. You saw all the fish were lifted up there. Nice. So, presumably, you can float these above the pots. Oh, there we go. The fish came out. The fish came out. So, once they get up there, how do I get the fish to go wide? Ah, look. Did you see that? So, if we place that there, any fish in that pot will go up and then across. Okay, so annoyingly, I think we're going to have to move the conveyors down so we can get the fish onto that wall. We then just need all of these to drop. So, I'm probably going to need some, like, switches and stuff. I also need to plug my conveyor hole as well. Alright, so let's do a test at this end. So we want that up there. So we should see a fish. There it goes. Goes flying up to there. Why didn't you go left? They usually go left. Okay, let's try another one. So fish comes flying up. There it goes. And then it goes left-ish. It's in fish limbo. So, the fish appear to be stuck there. I wonder if I were to put another magnet on top. Let's just grab one from down here. So, now we have loads of magnets. And if we look down, you see the fish are all sort of freaking out all over the place. But I reckon if I connect all of these up with wires to a switch and turn the magnets off, then they'll probably drop onto the conveyor. But there's only one way to find out. It will shove a few bits of cable in. So then we have this monstrosity, and then I can use a logic repeater, and when placed down, that outputs a logic value of 1 every second. You can see every second coming out the back of that is a 1. I think a 1 turns the magnet on, or it turns it off, so I need to make a 0 as well. Now, if we have a hunt around the shop, we should be able to use these. These go on like normal cables. And I think if we use this, a logic flip hook, that will turn that 1 into a 0, and then a 1, and then a 0, and so on. Which should turn the magnet on, and then off, and then on, and then off, and then that should be what we want. You might just want to add a few delay timers. Maybe, I think 10 seconds might be too much. Maybe we can use a few 1-second ones. So basically, with that hooked on there, that should mean these magnets... Yes, you can see they're turning on and off, and actually that's working. The fish are moving along the conveyor. Maybe I don't need to add any timers at all. Oh, this is great. This is great. So now if we come over here, fish, they're coming along, they're getting cooked. Although I still haven't tidied up yet. All right, come on fish, come out of there, come out of there, come in. There you go, make some room for the little fish. What are you doing up there, mate? Right, so the downside of this is all these fish, they're quite small, so they're all getting burnt. Yeah, they're already burnt at this point. But if I use this wand, I can just poof all of those out of existence. There's still boots coming through. Okay, we gotta try and work out how to get rid of boot. There's another boot there as well. How does a boot get in a fish pot? Anyway, I think this is set up pretty nicely though. You got crabs cooking. You got tiny little fish cooking as well. And the best thing is this is all automated. I don't have to do anything. So today we have managed to fully automate not only fishing, but cooking fish as well. We're ending up with a nice pile of partially cooked, partially burnt, partially raw fish. Well, and boots. Anyway, guys, that was Hydroneer. Let me know what I should do next time. I'm probably going to play mods, but I love you all. Bye!